Right now, guys, if you get to hostile.com, you can pick up some ISO H1. If you pick up the blueberry donut, you can get it for 20% off right now by using code donut. Get to hostile.com right now, pick up the sweet cheat meal flavor blueberry donut right now. 20% off, use code donut. Thanks, everybody. What's going on, Paul?
Nothing, Fouad. The first time I seen you today and talked. First time I talked to you today.
Did you miss me?
A little bit. Well, I'm not used to not seeing you in a day.
Yeah, that's true, right?
I see you every day, multiple times sometimes.
You do see me multiple times. Hey, what do you think of this? Look at that beauty.
That's nice. I like that blue.
I like the blue and chrome or what?
Yeah. Chrome's coming back, you told me, eh?
Oh, dude, it's so coming back. It looks fucking badass.
I've always liked Chrome.
Maybe that's what we
Chrome.
should get you. We should get you that bike.
Wow. Can you add a couple tires to it? Maybe a body around it?
Add some training wheels.
Yeah, and a full body enclose me in. Airbags.
Is that what it would take?
What, four wheels?
4 wheels.
Four wheels and a body?
Do you have to have the body or no?
No, I don't have to have a body. I can go like a Jeep, take the roof off.
Yeah, but you still have like kind of a skeleton around you.
Yeah. Like you take the doors off a Jeep too, though.
Yeah, but there's still a skeleton is what I'm saying. Like, can you
Yeah.
do a motorcycle, but like a fucking off-roader, like a four-wheeler?
Let me be clear, Fouad. I can do anything. It's but on a highway or something like that, going at a fast rate of speed.
Paul, I know when the cameras are rolling, you can do anything.
I think I can do anything.
I know when the camera's on, you can do anything for sure. But when we're being serious, you can't. So what I'm saying is, if you had just a four-wheeler,
Like
would
an ATV.
you, yeah, would you ride it, or would
Yes.
that not be,
I would love to ride an ATV.
you would love to ride an ATV?
Yeah. Again, not on like the 401 or something, but like, the track or like a little neighborhood, something like that. Yeah. I ride an e-bike.
It's not fast.
I got it up to 60 kilometers an hour before 50.
No, it does not go to, that's what I was gonna say. You added
I
10,
got up 50. I was about 47, 48.
you added 10 kilometers. That's so funny.
Where is everybody?
They're coming. They're coming.
I'm drinking tea, Fouad.
Yeah. What are you
Yeah.
drinking?
I'm drinking super immunity lemon tea with zinc.
Super immunity.
Yeah. I'm super boosting my immunity system, my immune system.
Why are you sick?
Well, I've had this lingering cough, cold for like a week or so now. And I've noticed my voice change a little bit today. It's getting a little bit coarser. So I just want to get ahead of it.
Can I show you something? Why does Generation Iron do this? You see this right here? Does Victor hate Jay Cutler? Do you see that title?
Yeah, yeah.
Why do they do that, man?
It gets eyeballs, I guess.
Why do
Does it
they
get a lot of
fucking
views?
No, it's not
No?
it's not getting a lot of views. I'm like,
Because anybody
like,
sees that, it's like, oh, so stupid that.
yeah, but I'm like, why are you doing that then if it's not working? You know what I'm saying?
Grasping at straws, maybe. They usually get a decent amount of views, don't they?
I don't think so. I don't think
No?
anybody.
Oh,
Nah,
maybe.
I don't think anybody watches that shit.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
I guess. I mean, I get it, man. I get the whole like, you got to make people click on something, but like, I don't know.
What's up,
Mhm.
faggots?
What's up,
Homos.
cunt? What's up,
What's up,
cunt?
homos?
What's up, cunt?
A lot of people talking about your comeback, Ian.
Oh, I know. Fucking, I let the cat out of the bag on that one a little bit, eh?
What do you
Yeah,
mean? What'd you do?
No, I'm just saying it's like I created this buzz now, It's like
yeah. Seen a
It's
lot of
funny.
stuff about it.
Well, it's funny because I remember we did an episode a little while back and you were like, we talked about it for a little bit and then you're like, hey, can you edit that out? Because like
Yeah.
I don't want people to have like expectations.
yeah.
So I go back and edit it all out. Since then, all you've done is talk about your comeback.
Well, look, I haven't talked actually about me actually coming back.
No, but
I've been
you've
very
talked-
careful. Yeah.
But
You've raised the specter of it.
You've danced around
Yeah.
the
Well,
issue.
because it's not a dance around. It's just there's not like a legitimate answer to it. Like
You don't know.
the answer is I don't know. I literally have
right.
no idea. I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I have no plans to as of now. But I'm just enjoying bodybuilding, and if I end up there, I do. If I don't, that's fine too. I mean, it's like there's not an answer to it, but I also it would be ridiculous for me being like an influencer to be starting to just get more jacked and then just being like, no, I'm not doing anything, like, and just lie about it, like it would just be stupid.
No, I'm not saying you should lie about it. I'm saying, why did you tell me to cut it out? There's been nothing.
Well, because at that time I wasn't ready maybe to have that conversation or didn't like how maybe I phrased it in the conversation we had.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I mean, it was really just, I didn't know how I wanted to talk about it yet or how I wanted to, or when I wanted to, but yeah, I mean, then when I started going at things and I'm like, all right, well, I think it's at least whether I get back on stage or not, I feel like the people that follow me and care about watching my shit would like to know and see the process either way and see the changes that happen with my physique and me kind of talk about how I feel physically and mentally and whether that ends up me on stage or not, I honestly don't know. I mean, I'd say there's probably a pretty equal chance of both sides. But I also like just want to be forthcoming of like where my mindset is of like, I want to be bodybuilding a little more seriously while I still have the opportunity and see if I can do it a bit better in certain aspects. And if I can, I can. If I can't, I can't. Great. Yeah. The end.
Do you think it's wrong to judge a cigar based on the like labels?
No, but I mean, you can get some cheap cigars with nice labels for sure.
Like this one came with an orange ribbon on it. And I'm like,
that's fancy. That's
pretty special.
Yeah.
Huh. I wonder what this one. This one is.
Is this from the bag you got in Powerhouse?
Yeah, it says MF, like for motherfucker.
Motherfucker,
Nice.
bad motherfucker.
No, wait. It's my father, actually.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Le
That's the
Bijou,
name of it. My father.
Le Bijou, 1922.
Nice.
Sounds expensive.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to give this fucker a
I wish
whirl.
I had a fucking
Light her
cigar.
up.
I don't.
We should get a cigar. What a cigar. Do you have one?
No, I don't think I should really smoke in my house right now though. Like I literally move out of here and like I
can
get possession
smoke.
of my new house tomorrow,
I
Yeah.
can smoke.
and I have to be out of here on the 12th, but I get possession of the new house tomorrow.
That's
Sorry,
good.
move out on the 12th?
I have to be out of here on the 12th of February, but
the
I
smell
get
be
the
gone.
I get the new house tomorrow. Yeah,
The smell will be gone by then.
yeah. Cigars are a little strong. I don't smoke weed. Maybe I'll smoke a fucking joint on the podcast for fun.
I will if you will.
I'll be
Dude,
so baked, dude. If I smoke a fucking joint, I'll take 2 hits and I'll be so fucked.
I guess smoke the whole joint with me.
I'll take 2 puffs. I'll go get some weed and take 2 puffs.
2 puffs.
I have some mushrooms, but I don't think the podcast
So
is
do
long
I.
enough for that.
I got mushrooms.
So do I. I got a bar upstairs.
We should
Just
do a
found it the
podcast
other
one time where like 2 hours before we all eat like 4 grams.
And don't say
No,
nothing.
no. It would be funnier if we all eat some mushrooms right now and people see the transition.
I don't know if the podcast is long enough though.
What are you talking
2
about?
hours? Yeah.
We'll
You
get
think by
fucked.
2 hours?
Yeah,
like,
I feel it's
will
very
we
good.
just
I
be
feel more than
feeling
20
really
minutes.
good by the time it's ending,
No, man. Mushrooms hit you in like half an hour. What are you
They
talking
start
about?
to creep up to the back of your head after about 20 minutes. You start to
I
feel
only
that.
start to feel it maybe like 45 an hour, like really start to,
Make tea out of it, Ian.
maybe that's, yeah, but then see, I always get myself in trouble with that
Put
because
it in your
I
ass.
eat more then,
Put it in your ass and it'll get to you like that.
like I'll put it in my blender and like make it fine powder and then I'll just like,
Start it,
hoof a little bit.
start it with your butthole.
I'll get my funnel out,
Yeah.
my like kitchen cooking funnel and just like funnel some in there. Babe, can you come pour these mushrooms down my asshole?
I just picture him like head down, ass up.
It's like the Lee Priest.
And-
Remember Lee Priest
And
stories with him doing the
Melissa's
booth?
like pouring it in there.
This is the Lee Priest story where he's in the hotel room and he's like trying to fucking funnel vodka or something up his butthole and his wife or whatever comes in. He's like, help me out here.
That's fucking great. Seth, how are you?
What's that?
Doing good. Doing good.
You walked in at the right time.
I know. I will say this: like mushrooms, I've only done them a few times in my life, and every time I've done them, fucking awesome experience.
Dude,
Really?
you know what? Maybe Detroit. I think we should all be fucked up on mushrooms.
Oh god, no.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that like at the show, or do you mean later at night?
No, like
after
after.
the show.
Oh, okay. I
Our
was like,
professionals,
yeah.
Ian. We don't party.
Dude, if I was around like that many people that I didn't know on mushrooms, I would have a fucking absolute meltdown. Yeah.
Dude,
I had
it's been over 20 years. It's
Oh
been 20
wow,
years since
that's
I've
gonna
done
get
them,
fucked up.
I mean, probably 50% of the times I've done mushrooms have been with you guys.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
You know? I've probably done them like 15 times in my life, and probably 7 of them were with you guys. You know,
I had a bad trip last time. I haven't done them since.
I've had one. Actually, that was, I guess, the last time I did them too.
You had a bad trip because you weren't with me. That's why you had a bad trip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was in a foreign place.
Oh,
with-
Paul.
Yeah. Anyway, it was a
Where were you?
anxiety
No, tell
ridden-
the story.
I was at a family function, a barbecue, and I did these ones. There was this store that was opening up here in Ontario, like in different cities. And they would shut them down like after like a week or two, and they just kept opening. Anyways, my brother-in-law got them from one of those stores, and I don't know if these things were like some type of like super hybrid fucking strain, or if they were like maybe mixed with something else. But it was just pure terror and paranoia for 4 straight hours.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I've had
god!
I just sat with sunglasses on, and I told myself, "Don't move a muscle for 4 hours." Because
Don't talk to anyone. Don't move a muscle. Yeah.
That's what happens to me when I get fucked, like too fucked
Yeah.
up. I'm like, just don't. I'm like, if you're really quiet, nobody will talk to you.
That's
Yeah.
what I was like, when like you're like you don't even realize what you're doing physically. You're
Yeah.
that fucked up. I was like, I'm gonna do something stupid. So sit with your hands folded and don't move.
That's
And
how
I
I
looked up my clock. I knew what time it was. I knew I had 4 hours.
Yeah.
That's
how I
So
feel.
wild
Sorry.
That's why I
guys.
feel like I
wild is
talk.
it?
Oh, go ahead, Seth.
that whenever you get that high or have a bad trip or anything, like you can actually do that, not
Yeah.
fucking move
Mhm.
for 2 or 3 hours. Like you can
Seth,
just sit there.
I wouldn't piss. I wouldn't do nothing.
You know
I
what,
would
Seth?
eat.
You're
I
right.
was in the
'cause
sun too.
if I was sober, I can't sit still for the life of me.
Nobody
Right.
can.
But
Right.
if I'm paranoid as fuck, I'm like, just don't. Just
Yeah.
yeah.
And this was like
Don't move.
in August. It was boiling hot, and I just sat there and sweat for 4 hours straight.
Ugh,
Wouldn't move.
But
Wouldn't
it's
even
your
wipe the
fault.
sweat off.
But it's your fault. This guy takes a bunch of mushrooms and goes to
the
a
family
fucking
function.
family reunion on his wife's side. It's not even his own family. I'm like, what are you thinking?
Live and learn.
That's how I feel when I smoke too much weed. Like if I'm around people and I smoke a little too much weed, I'm just like, fuck, this was a mistake. And I'm like, I'm worried that everything I said sounds kind of weird. I like think back to what I just said. I'm like, I said something fucking weird, Like I said that weird, and like they're thinking I'm weird,
See,
And
I'll
then I'm
get
like,
that
I should
on
probably
shrooms.
just shut up.
I'll get like that on shrooms and alcohol, but not on weed.
Well, yeah, I mean, you fucking smoke 40 times more weed than all of us.
That happens.
If I took shrooms every single day, I'd probably feel the same on shrooms.
Yeah, but when I drink though, I get like that. I get in my own head. I'm like,
I don't with booze.
No,
Yeah,
booze.
Depends
I'm
on the
like-
company, of course.
yeah.
No, I never ever have felt any paranoia at all drinking.
No, booze is straight just inhibition.
Drinking, like you could be acting like I could be acting like a complete
Don't
asshole,
care.
which I usually do,
Yeah,
and I just can't even tell. But if I
Yeah.
fucking smoke, if I take one puff off a joint, I'm hypersensitive to everything I say,
Well,
every
you're-
action I
You
make.
get paranoid.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
yeah, me too.
What's going on, guys? We talk about Merrick Health all the time because they are the preferred place I go to for lab work and medical oversight from their experts. But Merrick also has a second arm that's called Merrick Diagnostics. If you go to Merrick Diagnostics, which will take you to right now, they are kind of like a self-checkout lab markers. So you can do their comprehensive panels, or you can do your own. You can check out anything you want. You can check your testosterone, your HbA1c. You can check anything, progesterone, any of these that you see here. You can add to like an a la carte and do your self lab, self checkout. You get the requisition, you take it to the place and get your lab work done on your own. That way, if you don't need any medical oversight, you don't need anybody to read your blood work to you, and you want a cheaper option, you can check out Merrick Diagnostics and you make your lab work as expensive or inexpensive as you want. This is kind of the best way to check if you want to check your testosterone levels, check if your gear is working, check if you're running too low. This is kind of the best way to do it if you want to save some money. So, merrickdiagnostics.com. Check it out now, guys. Thanks for watching.
What percentage of THC do you smoke?
I'm not picky.
The
I don't,
highest. He goes and asks for what is the highest
No,
THC
that's
indica
right.
you have.
I've been with
Sometimes I
him.
do.
I've been with him when he orders it.
That's what he does.
He'll call and be like, "What do you have? What's the highest one you got?"
Highest THC indica.
So,
What do you got?
well, Bob
Yeah,
just
you know what I like. Ian indicator.
Yeah, I've been with you. You're like highest THC indica.
Bob went, where the fuck was he? He was out in Arizona and he went to one, and apparently they had like one that was like 39 point something.
Wow. Is it infused or is it like just regularly that high? Like
I
the
don't
fused
know,
ones get really high.
because he was
I have
just
something like that upstairs. Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
super curious because he smokes a good bit, not like crazy amount, but I probably regularly. And he's like, oh, I just wanted to see what the strengths were. He's like, I could not move.
Yeah.
He's like, it was way too much. And I'm like, that's crazy how far weed has come from,
Yeah.
past 20 years.
Yeah.
But I was just curious.
Yeah. No.
Do you guys remember the first time you ever smoked weed?
First time?
I was actually less fucking weird about smoking weed in high school. I got more fucked up about it as I got older.
Me too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, because you're more like anxiety prone about things going on in your life as you get older. You have no responsibility as a kid. Like, what are you stressed out that you didn't do your fucking homework? Like, you know what I mean? As an adult, you're like, oh my God, my whole fucking existential crisis. Like, I'm gonna be broke and die tomorrow and fucking all these things you got to do. And like, you start thinking about this as a kid. It's like, the fuck are you thinking about? It's fucking shit all to do,
I remember back in high school, I think it was more hash that I would smoke than weed.
Yeah,
Like
well, you're a
hot
bit older.
knives.
Hash was the thing then.
Yeah.
Were you doing like hot knives?
Yeah. Once in a while, someone would get burnt.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I ever smoked weed. It's funny. The first time I did most of the drugs with the same like two people, almost every single time, just like 5 years apart. Escalation. And I remember the first time I ever smoked weed, I couldn't stop my head from doing this. I was like, like it felt like it was on like a conveyor belt of like turning, and it's like it would go to the side and then snap back, turn to the side, and I was like, what the fuck? Why can't I stop moving my head, man? Like what? I was tripping out so hard. I thought my head was like stuck like on a rotational axis.
That's fucking funny. What's going on, Seth? What's new this week? Anything?
We just got a ton of snow.
Yes, too.
Yeah, so do we.
Me too.
What did you guys get, Ian?
It's amazing.
I mean, we probably have so much more than you guys to begin with. Like we've got a lot lately, and then we probably got like another, I don't know, 15 centimeters or something, like 6 to 8 inches or something, like last night and the day before or something, or yesterday and the day before.
You got a snowblower?
I have a snowplow for my driveway.
It's
Yeah,
funny
we
how
got-
it's funny
we
how
probably-
shit everybody is at driving all of a sudden. Like
Yeah, we probably got 16. We probably got 16 inches here.
Yeah.
really.
You're by Pittsburgh, right, Seth?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was talking to Bill. He's in Pittsburgh. He said that you guys got killed.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Ian, how's the week going? Size wise, you put on more weight? Same.
Oh, I weighed myself. I get more jacked, I guess, get a little stronger.
How often do you weigh yourself?
I haven't really been focusing on it honestly at all lately. I'm trying not to like. It doesn't really matter too much to me. I'm just like worrying about like optimizing how I feel, how my digestion is, and how my performance in the gym is. And if those are all progressing, then I don't really think the weight matters a ton. Honestly, I think I'm really trying to do this time around is like not focus on the weight and not use that as like a guiding factor, and actually trying to like eat less in the process. Like I think probably a lot of times I overate in the process, like trying to see just the scale move, where I'm just being like my progressions in the gym. And as long as I feel like my energy is good in the gym and my pumps are still good and my like progressions in the gym are good, then I'm like, I'm probably gaining muscle. So I'm like, okay with it,
I always feel, I don't know, correct. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. To me, that's always the number one metric for gaining size.
Yeah.
Performance in the gym.
Well, because like it can easily go the other way. Like I've had it where I've been eating so much food that my progression in the gym actually gets worse. Like I'm so bogged down by food like that. I'm like I'm fucking
oversaturated. That's what I thought.
oversaturated. I'm in the gym. My stomach's fucking full. My lower back pumps are insane. Like I'm good at overhead and chest pressing and like nothing else.
Well,
like my
also-
pressing gets strong and everything else is like impossible to do because I like can't fucking breathe. I can't move. Like
Well, also when you get to that point, it's almost like you're a little bit insulin resistant.
Yeah.
And your pumps are just kind of shit. Like you don't get that like really swollen fucking responsive feeling,
Yeah. So yeah, my calories aren't like crazy. I'm probably like, low to mid 4,000s, like 4,200 to 4,500 depending. But like, trying to have like a lot of variety in my food and like, make sure I have good fiber intake and like things like that. And just really going off like how I feel with the food more than anything,
Yeah. Paul, you're
Yes.
your attempt to get back to the stage. How's that going?
Making some good gains lately, Fouad. I think the new program that you and I are doing is starting to show some results. And
What are you guys doing?
we're doing each body part twice a week. We're doing push pull leg split
Nice.
6 days a week, pretty much.
Nice.
I've been increasing my food. I've been experimenting with a couple of different peptides. I'm getting good results from.
What are you trying?
So I just finished some C-Max that I accidentally
Oh yeah,
underdiluted. I found out later.
underdiluted. So you were using too much. You were using
way
that.
too much.
He
Apparently,
was in a really good mood for a whole
Yeah.
week.
for a week, and then I crashed right after.
Yeah, I told you about that. Remember?
Yeah. So, but I underdiluted it on accident. So I was taking more than I should have been taking.
I thought the C-Max usually came in like a nasal spray, not in an injection.
Both.
You can go.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm still on MK677, which I liked at the beginning. Now I find it's kind of plateauing, but I should probably increase it to 2.
That's not a peptide, though, right? Really? No,
Well,
but
that's
yeah.
technically a SARM, I think.
Yeah.
It's actually a secretagogue or some shit.
Sure.
Secretog, I think it's pronounced. Right.
Secretagogue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Secretagogue.
Yeah.
What'd you call it? What'd you say, Paul?
Secretagogue.
Secretog.
No, it's secretion like secretagogue.
Oh,
That's why I said it.
Yeah.
Thank you for correcting me, though, Paul. I appreciate it.
I got you back. So I'm about to start BPC and BPC and TB. Gonna start that tonight.
You should use that. I've been using that glow stuff, which is the GHKCU with BPC and TB all together.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna put it all in the same vial, but okay. I started GHKCU and I've noticed results from that.
Yeah, so you can get this product called Glow, which is all of them already mixed together.
Okay.
Tell us about your results from GHKCU.
I've noticed skin changes with GHKCU.
For sure.
Yeah.
Right away.
That's what it's for.
Yeah, I know.
It's been a week. Roughly.
Right away, your skin's just gonna. You know what, Paul? You look like you're 25 years old.
If my skin is softer,
The
and it's
feeling,
also not as it's also more moist. It's not as dry.
More
Shut
moist.
I'm serious.
You're gonna have to start fucking toweling your gooch ball if you get too moist.
It's not greasy though yet.
This
It's
fucking-
just a nice moisture.
Paul read every single thing that
Yes.
this is supposed
He's like,
to
I
do.
feel this.
Like,
I feel this. I feel this.
Seth,
happening.
Paul comes to the gym like second day after starting GHKCU.
It was like the 4th or 5th.
He's like, you know what? He's like, it wasn't even like it was kind of in the midst of a conversation, and he's like, my skin's so much better, and this, and I'm like, I'm like, hold up. I'm like, hold up. I'm like, what did you just say? He goes, my skin. I'm like, I don't think it works like that, dude. I'm like, it takes a little bit of time. Like, it's not like it just automatically, like your skin's like. He's like, look at my forehead. Look
at Fouad. You don't see any wrinkles on my forehead now. Remember?
I mean, honestly, it does actually look less wrinkly. I ain't gonna lie.
It's not Botox, Ian, and don't encourage it.
I'm not gonna lie. I have a buddy named Jordan who's not quite Paul's age. Yeah, I guess he'd be about 50. And he honestly has been using like a pretty high dose, like I think 5 milligrams a day, so like 35 milligrams a week of GHKCU for a few months, and like no word of a lie, it de-aged him in a pretty significant way. Like the quality of his skin and like the wrinkles and like everything, it's actually like pretty tangibly. That's what actually got me to use it. I was like, I don't think how much of a difference it's going to make. And then when he told me he'd been using it, and I saw the difference. I'm like, holy fuck, I got to try it.
Hey, that's a lot.
Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. First of all, that is a lot. Second of all, I 100% believe it works. But you said the magic words. He's been on it for a few months.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it's like.
But did he know? I'm not saying that it's erased 20 years from my life. I'm just saying that I've noticed some nice changes.
Paul, you just said look. You just said look at my forehead. I'm like,
look at Fouad. It's less wrinkles.
Wait, hold on, Ian.
I'm not imagining that.
That 5 mgs a day. Doesn't it come in 50 mgs in the Glow?
Yeah, well, he's using it as straight GHKCU, not as Glow. So the GHK that I think I can get the GHK that comes in a 20 mil bottle or a 10 mil bottle that's 20 milligrams per mil.
Oh,
so you'd only need to use like a fucking quarter of a mil or whatever.
Yeah, but you're still pumping. That's a fuckload of money.
No, I mean it depends. I mean the Glow is definitely more expensive, obviously, because you have all of them. But if you're doing just straight GHK, you can get for a pretty decent cost in some of them.
Oh yeah,
especially here. Yeah, I think I paid like I don't know $80-$90 or something for that 10 mil bottle that's 20 milligrams per mil. So I mean that would last you like quite a long time. You know, if you did 5 a day, each mil would last you 4 days. So then I mean you get 40 days out of it. So I mean a month and a half for like less than $100. It's not bad. Canadian.
Because I was going to say that I think the Glow is like $200
I think I can get it quite a bit less than that, but it depends. Yeah,
Just
depends
on
how much you have in it.
all the sites I was looking, I was like, holy
Yeah.
fuck, that's a shitload.
Yeah.
For Paul looking better on it, then be spending a ton of money.
Paul's going to look 25 before we know
At least 35.
it.
What's your take on them saying that there's not like there's no side effects to something like that?
I think you just can't say like that's the one scary thing about some of these peptides is there's just not a long enough term study on it.
Right.
You know, it's like they don't have 20-year studies on it. It's like it's hard to say,
So all I'm asking, I mean, we can't say that any of us are fucking scientists on here, but just having, knowledge of, what certain steroids or certain compounds have done to us over the years and the things that we've gone through, you can't think that there is no side effects, but what would be the side effect of something like that, though? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm trying to like navigate through and be like, oh, it might be this or it could be this.
Yeah, the only thing that scares me sometimes with these things isn't like some of the risks you might get with steroids that are associated more with like cardiac health, that is like, blood pressure, weight. It would be more like cancer cell proliferation and things like that. That's where I think those things can get scary. But I honestly don't know.
That's where I was leaning, but you can't say that it is. But that's
so hard to say. Yeah,
because usually, like from the blood pressure or any type of cardiac issue, what you notice within a much shorter period of time than 10 or 15 years.
Yeah, and I mean, especially with some of these things like the GHK or the TB-BBC, like you're not messing with your hormonal axis in the same way. So like, to get things like the mental side effects that you get from the anabolics from like messing with those systems, probably you're not going to get in the same way. And, they're not actually making you like, they're not putting stress on your cardiac system in the same way or jacking up your weight or increasing, red blood cell, like hemoglobin, hematocrit production, nothing like that really. So I think from that side, they're probably pretty safe. I guess just the biggest thing would be putting a foreign substance in there if over time it does have any indication on cancer cell growth or development in any way, right?
Yeah, they're just amino acids, right?
Well, I mean, any peptide is just an amino acid chain, yeah. I mean, growth hormone is just a 191 amino acid chain. Like but like we obviously know if you do a shit ton of growth hormone, it could definitely increase. If you have any, chance at cancer or cancer cells in there, that definitely could increase cell proliferation in those, Yeah.
Speaking of growth hormone and cell proliferation, the gentleman from Russia.
I was gonna bring this up today. That's funny.
Wasn't this guy? Is it true or not true? I don't know.
120 units a day.
That he's taking 120 units a day. Like, is this fucking retarded or is this bullshit?
It's insane. I mean, I saw an interview with him. Someone sent me. And it was all in Russian and it wasn't dubbed. So it was hard, but I was reading the comments and a few people had commented in English and then at least you can translate the responses. And people were saying that's what he was saying in the video. And also that he'd had a previous heart attack already, which was crazy to me.
What?
Yeah. That's scary. I mean, that's ballsy,
Yeah.
Well,
but I also could be misinterpreting this because I'm taking someone's Russian, then converted to English in a comment section. So don't take this as the word is gold,
before we move on, I wanted to just take a minute to.
That ain't cheap though. Like, think of that cost of GH. Even if you were getting like,
Ian.
Oh, sorry.
Just for 1 minute. Sorry.
Yeah.
I just wanted to kind of take a moment for Jason Lowe.
Oh yeah.
We found out about Jason Lowe this week. For those of you who don't know, Jason Lowe was online as IFBB Broku. Jason passed this weekend.
Terrible.
I don't know why I didn't ask, and I don't know if the cause has been said or not said, but it doesn't really matter. The point is, Jason passed away this weekend, so I just our condolences. He was a he was a big fan of the show. He used to tag me every week, and him and his girl used to watch it together and stuff. And I just
no, he was an awesome dude, man. I did quite a few shows with him, and I've known him in the industry for a long time, even back to like when there was like Bro Activewear and stuff. Maybe you remember, and he's always been a really good dude. Like loves bodybuilding. He was a super supportive guy, always like a joy to be around at the shows. And
I heard he was just like like you said, a really good dude to be around.
Yeah. Well, tragic, man.
And loves bodybuilding. This guy started as a men's physique guy. I'm going to show you some pictures. I think there's a transition here from men's physique to open men's bodybuilding somewhere in this.
Yeah, I mean, he worked his way up like into, I think, classic or
212.
212, and then into men's open. Like,
Or was he classic, not men's physique? Sorry.
I can't
Was he
remember, to be honest.
I think it was
classic and then,
classic.
yeah, classic, then 212. And then there it is.
Yeah.
That's him in classic there. I mean, that's pretty crazy though to add, that much mass and then just keep on competing through the ranks and like
Yep.
he's got a nice physique. He really
Great
did.
physique, yeah.
It just never kind of put on the amount of size he needed, but beautiful physique. Like that's
Yeah, like that's
him
awesome.
in that's him in a 212. Like again, beautiful physique.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And as he got bigger, he never really lost his shape, even though I know
No.
he wasn't quite big enough still.
I mean, his shape and his conditioning and muscular, everything looks better the bigger he got.
That's him in the open. Kept all his lines.
Yeah, no, it's tragic, man.
Anyway, I just wanted to bring it up. I didn't want to bring the mood down or anything. I just want to, take a moment just to kind of our little tribute to Jason and just say sorry to the family, condolences to the family.
Yeah, rest in peace, homie.
And rest in
Absolutely.
peace.
Yep.
And the reason I thought of it was, we were talking about Sergey, and I don't know if he had a heart attack or not, but even if he didn't, if the 120 IUs a day is legit, fuck me. Like
That's wild stuff.
that's crazy, man. Like
That's what he claims to be using.
That's what I think he said. How I interpreted it was that it's not like a consistent thing, that he had done it, and I think it was him and that the other big guy. What's his name?
Yeah, I don't know, but I know Smaev, isn't it? Smaev?
Andre Smaev. Yeah.
That guy's hands look like he does 120.
Yeah, that's 120. Those fucking hands and forearms and feet, and but yeah, it was something about that they did it in short durations.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they were like that, like when they were kids or anything.
Yeah,
And they just the fucking monsters they became.
yeah, more crazy.
I got a bet with Paulie on this guy this year.
Yeah,
Look at this guy, Paulie. This guy's wrestling bears, motherfucker.
the most
Russian,
Russian
man.
thing I've ever seen.
I think those Russians are a different kind.
Posing in the fucking forest in Russia with a goddamn grizzly bear. Yeah.
Fuck.
All right, we're gonna take bets right now. We're gonna find out who stands up for it, who doesn't. Seth, what are your thoughts? Can Danilov be in the top 10 at the O?
Can he or will he?
Next year, will he?
Next year, will he?
This year, sorry.
Will he?
26 Olympia.
It's a
Top 10.
tall order.
Remember, wait, look, before you go on, remember, he beat Quint in his pro debut.
Mhm.
I wouldn't say easily, but it was, pretty decisive.
I think he can. Yeah. Yes.
Do you think he will?
Yes.
Okay, I'm putting Seth down for a yes. Paulie,
Nope.
haven't changed your mind yet, eh?
No, I have not. No,
Is that-
I don't think. No.
Is
I
that
don't think so.
because you're trying to take a stand on the podcast, or is it because you
No, not that I'm trying to assert myself more these days, although I'm working on that. No, it's just my belief. Top 10's a tall order to crack.
But you got to remember, Urs beat Quint, and then Danilov beat Quint, and they both beat them kind of decisively. And then Urs was what, 12th?
Yeah.
13th.
13.
Yeah. Well,
And Danilov looks like he could beat Urs potentially.
I don't think he can.
I think Danilov's right at that like 9, 10, 11 spot.
Dude,
Mhm.
you got to remember,
He's huge, though.
You're not
you know?
looking at the
Huge.
size. You're not looking at the size in the photos.
Yeah.
I don't
Right.
You have to
No, I
remember
understand
Quinton. Like he was big next to Quinton, and Quinton is like 6'1",
big fucking
270 on stage. You know,
Right.
like this guy's 340 lean in the off season. That is absolutely fucking outrageous. You know,
It is, but
even if you're inflating that by 10, even if you're inflating that by 20 pounds, you're still 320, which is fucked. You know,
but we've only seen him hit his shape once, really. He hasn't shown
so
any
you're
kind of.
so you're banking on him not being in shape.
I see this as a guy that's going to
So
show
he's
up
coming
peeled
off.
out of his skull every single time.
Yes.
Yeah, man, he's got that
Yeah.
white.
Yeah,
white
no,
guy,
he's
like-
this guy ain't showing up out of shape. Like this is a dude willing to go the
That's a
distance.
really-
you know?
That's you know what's crazy to me? That's a really like weird thing to hang your hat on. You're like, he's probably going to come in off.
No. I'm not saying that I think he will. He hasn't shown
There's not
consistency.
enough data.
That's
Yeah.
all. Yeah.
Yeah, but if I was going to bet on this, it wouldn't be because I thought he might not come in shape. It would be because his back's not good enough or his fucking
Well,
this, that, or that. Like, you're not giving me a solid reason. You're just like, just because.
I've only seen him look good once, and to me, that's not enough to get in the top 10 Olympia.
So here's the thing.
We only saw Urs come in good once, and you were pretty sure he could come in top 10. You were like, I think he can do it.
Well, I think he'd be right around 10th. But no, I don't. I think Urs hit his peak. I just think he got better. But I think Urs hit his peak at both shows that he did, 3 shows that he did.
I know that, but I'm saying when you saw Urs the first time,
Mm-hmm.
you were already like, I think he could be top 10.
I think he can get. I thought he could be right around 10 going into this year's Olympia.
Nobody had him beating fucking Quint.
What I'm saying is,
Not going into it, no.
what I'm saying
No.
is, what I'm saying is, you saw Urs once and you thought that, and now you see this guy once, but it's not enough data.
But Urs, I seen in Classic hit his conditioning every single time.
Oh, so you're saying that okay, okay,
Like Urs, I never seen Urs off.
that's fair. Okay, let me ask you this: can he beat Tonio
No, I don't think so. No.
if he's in shape?
So I don't think so. No. I mean, I know I haven't seen him in a good lineup yet, which is also part of why I'm reluctant to put him in a top 10. You know, like, I mean, yeah, I know he's beaten Quint. Quint is arguably anywhere from 10 to 15 in Olympia in lineup. And
But don't you think? But don't you think it's great when you predict something that nobody else can predict? You're like, I gotta see it all first play out, and then I'll let you know. Like, nah, you gotta like. It's nice to like hang your hat on something, be like,
For sure. And when you see something once in a while that's like got that wow factor, and he has that size wow factor, but I don't know if the shape, the flow, the quality of the muscle it hasn't convinced me enough yet.
I'm shocked at that. I really am. You know, that's why I keep harping on this. I'm really like, I don't know if we're looking at the same physique.
Bring up his pictures, Fouad, from that show that he won. That was France, wasn't it?
Like, that looks like a balanced physique to me.
Balance, yes, but not lack of detail in the quads.
Yeah, it could be
Not a
more,
lot of
you're
flair
right.
not a lot of flair from the lats to the waist.
It is not a well lit show either, though. We have to take that into account.
Right, for sure, 100%.
The
But
conditioning is exceptional. You know.
Oh, there's a side chest.
Yeah, like bro, what the fuck? Look at that side leg.
it's an impressive side leg.
It's a huge dude, man.
Like, I think, I guess the question is like, who was, who was 7, 8, 9, 10? You're talking about Brandon Curry, Tonio, Brandon Curry, Bonac, and
Vito.
Vito.
Yeah, I don't think he'd beat any of those guys.
I think he can maybe beat Vito or Bonac, but I don't think he could beat Curry or Tonio. So I think that's why I'm like he's in that kind of 9, 10, 11 range to me.
I see him more in the 10 to 15 range.
You could be right. There's something to be said for muscle quality.
Absolutely.
Muscle
Especially
quality.
when you're in the top 10 of the best in the world lineup.
Yeah.
It's one thing when you're at a smaller show, you know, a couple top 10 guys maybe, but when you're going against top 10 in the world, I think the little details like that are going to be exposed.
Ian, top 10?
No.
Okay. I'm going to go with Seth on this. 2 yeses and 2 nos. We'll see if we can make the judges look bad.
If he makes it.
Oh, he already made it. He qualified.
No,
qualified.
But who knows? We got a visa.
What do you think?
He's huge, man.
Yeah, he looks huge there.
That side leg is absolutely outrageous.
Like,
Yeah,
Vito looks like his little brother there.
Look at the size of that fucking guy. You know how you know look at now. That dude's calves are not fucking small and they look tiny.
I want to see this guy in person, to be honest.
Side leg.
I saw a video of him and the other guy meeting Chris at like an expo, and it was like so hilarious.
Oh, I think I saw that.
Yeah.
150 kilograms.
Oh my
Ooh,
God.
330.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's hard to say.
It's hard.
so hard.
When someone's by themselves, it's, you know, so easy to see how great they are, but you stand next to other guys who are great and you see some.
Well, that's the problem, Paul, is I'm not just going by looking at these videos. I'm going by the fact that he beat Quint. And I actually think Quint had a good season last year. I thought he kind of found the right peak for his body, and he was big. And
and even though Quint didn't make it to the Olympia, Quint certainly could have beat guys in that Olympia lineup. You know, like Quentin would have stood a good chance of being that top 15 if he had been there. Like, you know, if Urs is 13, he could have been right in that like 14, 15 spot for sure. You
Who
know,
was 14, 15 again?
I can't remember.
Regan, and
Oh
Akeem.
yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
What do we think?
Yeah,
Is
they're
Andrew
fucking
just gonna walk away with this whole fucking thing or what?
I
Was
mean,
he
it's
getting
a,
so
Or is Nick so fucking big that he can hold him off?
it's hard to say. What do you think, Bob?
Andrews seems to be on the kind of trajectory that Samson was on a couple years ago, where he's just getting bigger and better, like with every off season. I think Andrew going
somebody-
into this.
Can somebody tell me how long Andrew has been training with Kamal?
I'm not sure.
Oh, that's who he trains with?
Because I think Kamal has a big fucking part to play in this if it's a new thing,
Really?
I don't know. Yeah.
which would go against a lot of things we talked about last week.
Andrew's a fucking freak right now.
Because
Yeah,
I clicked on this, so I wanted to look at his picture. So I clicked on it, but it's like a fake. It's like the picture, but not the picture.
Yeah.
So I'm watching this, and Kamal puts him through like 5 fucking. It's a strip set. He puts him through like a strip set. Then he puts him through other strip sets and drop sets and shit. And I'm like, I know Kamal, when I had him on my podcast, he told me like all of his sets are to 15 reps, and he does a fuckload of volume. And Kamal was a really good bodybuilder, man.
Phenomenal.
So I'm like, I wonder if that's playing a part in Andrew's conditioning.
Yes.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just more work, you know?
Yeah. And the maturity that his muscles starting to look.
Yeah.
Take on.
Well, you gotta, Andrew's a freak. He responds to just about anything. But then whenever you get to that elite level, you got to start doing things that are just, you got to start trying anything to see what your body responds best to.
I just want
to, we're seeing that because, you can't do you can't do more fucking drugs and just expect everything to happen.
Yeah.
It's in the training, it's in the whole process and the program that you build.
Especially at that level. Yeah.
I guess I guess the thing is, I'm curious when he started training with Kamal, because if it was at around Olympia time last year, I'm like, is that the secret sauce? Like you did this, and it's funny, Ian, because we were talking about the post with Kamali talking about Samson going train with Dorian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I said, wow, one fucking thing shouldn't matter, right? Remember that conversation?
Mm-hmm.
I remember it vividly.
Yeah. Well, what if that's the fucking ticket?
Eat your words, bitch.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. There you go.
Maybe they got the right dynamic.
Kamal was a fucking wild bodybuilder, and the dude was crazy intense with his training.
Very good bodybuilder.
Still is.
Yeah.
So
Dude, the guy was like a multi-time like European champion and shit, and like
world champion at the amateur level. Like, he was a very, very good bodybuilder
and
with a lot of longevity. Yeah.
How many times did he win the Olympia? Once?
I don't think he won. Did he win the Olympia? 212 once, eh?
He won 212 once.
Yeah, just one time.
Then he won the Masters Olympia, I believe. But like, dude's just crazy shredded. Like, conditioning was always on point. Never off.
He did a couple open shows too. Remember he won against Quint in Texas.
I remember he beat Quint.
Or was that Florida? It might have been Florida.
Oh no, you're
Orlando.
It was was it
Tampa or
Yeah,
something. We were all there.
Tampa?
Yeah.
I think it was Tampa.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
He's tricking me too now with these fucking.
He's running his socials too.
Yeah, he's telling Andrew how to do it.
That's him there.
On the right.
Him flexing Derek.
Oh yeah.
Jose.
Ahmad
Ashkenani. Yeah.
We should watch that. That's pretty good. That's a good fucking lineup, man.
Yes.
Derek's fucking small there, but still big for 212.
Back's still crazy. Yeah.
There, Jose, his little ball of muscle.
Yeah.
Look, come on, man. Look how crisp those lines are.
Yeah. He was separated. Every body part was well separated with him.
I wonder, man. I really, really wonder. I wish there was some way to prove, the training, how much the training has to do with like what your muscles look like. You guys, we've been over how many different conversations on here about this. I do firmly believe that the quality of your repetitions and how many you do, like the more you do, the more separated you're going to be. I think that too, Seth. But then you look at someone like Dorian, and he was a low volume guy with tons of separation.
Yeah, I think you got to look at the rule, not the exception, though. So as a whole, I think I might agree to a little bit. Yeah.
That's
This
what I
is
mean.
this
Like
is
you
some
can't, you can't like say that this is, it's not black and white. It's hard to
Yeah.
say things are black and white,
I agree.
especially whenever you get to the elite genetics but from the overall standpoint, like whenever you see the majority of guys that did higher volume, quality reps, like you saw them more well separated, especially in the arms.
I've always thought of it like this, and it's the same kind of thing. Like it's not, you can't make it a rule, but I've always thought that the guys that did more volume were always the rounder bodybuilders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get like the lower volume guys were always maybe thicker, denser looking. You get that like Branch Warren density and stuff. But the higher volume guys always got like the roundness, the Dexters, the Phils, the.
I was definitely
Fouad
rounder
ones.
early in my career when I was doing more volume.
Yeah. But then you look and you go, but wait a minute, is that just genetic? Because they're all black. Like,
Right.
you know,
And as as you said, Ian, like when you got older, you started changing that. Is it because you're getting older and it's just that fullness doesn't look the same anymore? The roundness.
So hard to say.
Yeah.
The only I'm kind of experimenting with Ty, the young guy. I'm helping guide him. I wouldn't say I'm his trainer or his coach, but like over the past, year and 4 or 5 months now, like I pushed him into the direction of much more volume, into like hit a body part every 5 days, bro split concept, and he has gotten so much more rounder, a lot fuller. He's like, I come to life in the gym. My physique seems like it changes more. And I'm like, yes, I was like, this philosophy is right to a certain degree, starting to separate a whole lot better in the arms, because his arms used to they were terrible. So
look at this.
I wouldn't say it's a rule, but yeah, look at that guy.
Yeah.
He's old as fuck there too.
He
Dude's like 46, 47 there.
He is.
Yeah.
This is 2020. Yeah. He was like 45.
He's kind of got this Antonio Banderas looking thing going on. Right?
Yeah. Hair never lost any hair at all, eh?
Yeah.
Tons of pussy.
Tons.
Look at that side chest.
Yeah.
Great bodybuilder.
Yeah. Super well balanced.
Professional.
What the fuck's going on here?
Oh, getting the dream tan.
Started the dream tan. Yeah.
I always wanted to do Dream Tan once
Me
to look
too.
like a statue.
Bronze.
I did it for guest posing once.
I wanted to do it, and then everybody's like, never do that. Everybody here hates it. And I'm like, why the fuck do the guys overseas, they look like
In
statues?
Europe, yeah. It's
Yeah.
banned here.
It's banned. Yeah.
All right. Let's
Oh,
go back.
shit, it's banned?
Yeah.
NPC is banned. Yeah.
Yeah. They
go
want
back.
everyone to be in the same color.
Let's go back to this. What do you guys? Does Nick stand a chance?
Oh yeah. I mean, look at him.
Oh, he's got a chance for sure.
His legs look good in his recent updates too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I think his sleep's coming up.
Yeah.
The problem with this picture though is
You can't see the gigantic upper body.
no. The
Or the
problem
sweep,
with
yeah.
the rest of the leg, which is
Yeah.
like this part, is where this part kind of goes away.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's more the problem. The lower part of the leg's thick as fuck.
Yeah. Does it ever, right?
It's the upper part of the leg that starts to drop off a bit. So, you can see here, the upper part of the leg starts. You get kind of cut off right here. So
Does look
That's-
good here though. I mean, his legs
Does look good
overall
there, yeah.
looks really balanced. Yeah, it looks good.
So far, coaching himself looks like it's working well for him.
I
Yeah.
think he fucking looks great, man. I'm fucking hyped for Nick.
Yeah.
That is a crazy look at
Oh
that.
god.
Yeah,
Fuck's sakes.
yeah.
When I see
think
this shit,
I
Go
think
ahead,
he is. I think he's the most muscular bodybuilder.
Yeah. Pound for pound, I agree.
That's
Oh,
what I
yeah.
said to you, Paul. It's not when people are like, there's no way he could beat Andrew or Martin, and I'm like,
he's got so much muscle.
there's just too many there's too many shots that he's gonna win.
Right. That he's almost unstoppable in some shots.
I'm telling you, he has the best side chest. I don't care what anybody says. I know people online may fucking shit on me. He has the best side chest, not because it's the prettiest, but he's gonna have the biggest arms, the biggest shoulders, maybe not the biggest chest, but the biggest side leg in that side chest, and it's gonna be impossible to look away from.
Mm-hmm. And I don't want to make it sound like I don't think I would ever think that Nick could beat any of the guys that I previously mentioned that I don't see him beating. Like he can beat any of the top guys in the world. It's just a matter of who brings the best package that day, So, I mean, you're right. Pound for pound, there's nobody bigger than Nick. In some shots, he dominates. So,
I just mean like there's so many shots though.
there's many for sure, man.
Side poses, back poses, most muscular,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why when he posted that most muscular, I'm like, This is kind of the decider.
Yeah.
Because you're going to go around, right? He's going to
Mhm.
get killed in the front, but then he's going to start to win and win and win, and then they're going to hit him most muscular. And then it's like, you know,
And that's part of what I like about what's going on with current bodybuilding. Like, it doesn't seem like there's that dominant guy like there used to be all the time, where you knew no one was going to beat so and so when it came to Olympia. There's a small chance that somebody might take him out, but now, like, it's up for grabs. There's 4 or 5 guys that can win the Olympia, and I think that's
I
great.
I know people might laugh at me saying this, but I honestly would like to see a good Nick next to Hottie.
Huh?
I really
Yeah.
would. I really would. Like when Nick is good, like when
Nick
he's
at his
on.
best,
Because when Nick is on,
Well, we're going to see it.
when Nick is on, there's a lot of detail there.
for sure.
And I'm like, okay, you're going against the guy with another guy with a lot of detail. And Hottie has nice shape, but he's not like a fucking statue either. You know,
Right.
he's still, you know.
Right.
So it'd be nice to see them next to each other
That'd
and
be a good
see what
comparison.
that looks like.
Yeah.
You know, let's
Joel Stubbs with his back.
Joel Stubbs, yeah.
Got a
I remember
crazy
hanging out
back.
with Joel when he was with Muscle Tech.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever compete with Joel, Fouad?
yeah, we did Dallas together, Dallas Europa.
Did you beat him?
I think you know, it was really can I tell you it was really fucked up? So we did Tampa. I don't know if you did Tampa with me or not. I did Tampa and I took like 4th, I think. And the fucking week after was Dallas. Same bodybuilders go to the next show. I think Joel maybe was in both shows. I remember it was like same lineup. And I was 11th.
Really?
I talked to the couple people after, like, yeah, so and so judge doesn't like you. I'm like, motherfucking cocksuckers.
Just want to let everybody know I never placed 11th in a show in my life.
I placed 11th many times actually.
Really?
Yeah. Hmm. I never did great at the Arnold's, man.
Oh,
Anytime,
okay, at the Arnold. Yeah.
listen, anytime
I just meant regular season shows.
no, anytime a big stage rolled around, my mind just, I couldn't
Yeah.
get my mind around it. It was too much for me.
Yeah, I
Remember that
get
one time, Fouad, you missed finals at Arnold's?
Yeah.
I remember that. I was
Yeah,
there
me
at
too.
the show.
Yeah.
I was there at the show, and then
Yeah.
you weren't there. And I'm like, where the fuck is Fouad at? What's he doing?
I
Yeah.
I
They
actually
called your
think,
name.
I think they had me in 6th at that show.
They
And
did.
because
Yeah.
I didn't come back, I ended up they put me in like 13th or 12th or some shit. And I thought only the top 6 come back or some shit. I don't remember why I didn't, but I'm like, oh, I'm not in the top 6 anyway, so I fucking don't come back. It was a huge fucking blunder. Again, those were the kind of things that my mental state would fuck with me and play these games and like
Yeah.
not allow me to make the right decisions
Yeah.
in a big show like that. So it's fucking tough, man. It's not. Yeah, it's not. I've seen a lot of guys fucking have problems and not be as good as they could have been
Oh,
because
for
of
sure. Sure, we've all done it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's probably
know I
more
have.
than.
Seth. You were gonna say
No,
Is Paul
no, I
frozen?
think
Paul,
that-
what are you saying? Paul
No, I
just
was saying
stopped.
there's probably more guys who didn't, reach their full potential than
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
People, it's easy to talk whenever you're, even us now being fans, but having more experience and just having a respect for the competitors and for pretty much what it takes to do a show in general. But like, it is a mind fuck whenever you're in it. Whenever you're in it so deep and like the week going into the show, all the fucking sacrifices that you made from one way or another, for just personal parts of your life, that it could have been a tough prep or a tough go with relationships at home, and then all of a sudden like your peak week and you're there, all the fucking everything's coming to head, and it's like if one thing goes wrong, you can lose yourself.
well,
Just
you know,
completely fucking.
you know the term trust the process. I don't feel like there's more of a term that more represents dieting for a show than that term. All the way to the show, I mean. I don't mean just like week 10 or whatever. I mean like, because that last week, the thing that would fuck with me the most is not trusting the process.
Yeah.
I'd
And
be like,
the
oh,
times that you did, it always worked out way better,
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, well, maybe I need to do some of this. Maybe I need to do more cardio. Maybe I should take an extra diuretic. Maybe I should fucking leave my clen in all the way up to or my fucking T3 in all the way up to the show, or like whatever the fuck and it always inevitably was a bad decision.
Yeah.
If I would have just stuck to the fucking.
Trust the process.
What's going on, guys? I just want to break away to show you one of our sponsors, David Protein. A sponsor I came across by accident. I was eating their bars, actually enjoying them. They contacted me because they saw me enjoying their bars. And so we are now partners. If you go to their page, David Protein, you see here, if you buy 4 boxes, you get the 5th one free. chocolate chip cookie dough is probably my favorite. Guys, if you want a good snack, they taste really good. 20 grams of protein, just about 30 grams, 150 calories, 0 fat. It's like it fits into your macro count almost perfectly to help you top up that protein count by the end of the day. DavidProtein.com, buy 4 boxes, get the 5th one free. This could. For back growth, should I row and
Oh,
train?
Let's hear it.
Barbells.
For back growth, should I row and train heavy with solid form, even if I don't feel it or get sore, or train much lighter, feel every rep and get sore? Actually, this is interesting because I have heard the soreness doesn't equate a good workout,
It doesn't.
But it does. It must though.
but I feel like it has to.
I think
I
it
think
can.
so, too.
I think it can be a good indicator of being on the target muscle, but I don't think you can equate like more soreness to more hypertrophy. I don't think that has
No, I
any
don't.
correlation.
No, I don't think that. I don't because you could bury yourself and be sore
Yeah.
for fucking 10 days. That doesn't mean
Yeah.
you. No, but
I think this is that levels. The levels, like you said, like it indicates that you're actually targeting the muscle you're trying to work. There you go. Good job. You got it. Start connecting with the muscle. But like as we have progressed and as you go from beginner to an intermediate to advanced to elite level, it's like, bro, there was a point whenever my arms were never sore, but motherfuckers just kept growing.
Yeah.
And I was
and my
like,
shoulders are like that.
Yeah, you also
But
have to
what
think
about-
about like if you're a bodybuilder using performance enhancing drugs and your nutrition, your recovery factors are on point, there's a good chance you're probably not getting super sore all the time. You know,
What
like I
about,
don't really get that sore that often. You know,
What
and
about
like
for a
whenever
body part
you
that's
would
harder to
get
grow?
sore, it would be from just some off the wall unique workout you did with somebody else, or you went and trained with coach, or
yeah.
Wait
sure.
a minute. Can we back up a bit? I just want to back up a little bit. So you guys are telling me you don't get sore when you train?
Not super often.
Really?
Like maybe my legs once in a while. But like, am I getting like sore shoulders after a shoulder workout? Like, no, not really.
Was I fucking overtraining for 20 years? Is that what I was
Yes.
doing?
yes.
Yeah.
So there's a threat. So what from now I overtrained a fuckload, but then
And did you get sore?
Yes, a lot.
Okay.
But
well,
but what I'm saying is, I think that there's a level, the optimal, that optimization
oh yeah, no, I agree.
is not pushing to that point that
No,
you
no.
went to.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
No, John taught me this later on. John's like, look, I want you to be sore for like 3 days, not 10. I get
Yeah.
it. I was just asking the question if you guys got sore at all, because you guys were kind of implying that you didn't get sore. And I'm like, even at the end of my career, I was still getting sore. There were certain body parts, like my shoulders, for example. My shoulders would get like tired, but not sore.
Right. A
Yeah.
little tight, maybe.
But like, and then my arms, I had trouble connecting with my arms probably because I shot them up too much. But, but my back and my legs always got fucking sore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah. Legs
I-
maybe for me, maybe sometimes chest, but not much else other than that.
Back in the old days, Fouad, when you were competing in that, we used to train legs hard, and I'd be sore for a week.
Yeah,
And-
my legs used to be sore for a week too.
Yeah,
Like literally 6 days, and then they were fine on like the 6th day. And then
Yeah, like
yeah.
you're ready to train them again, 6 or 7 days later, but they were sore, extremely sore for like
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5 days.
John told me it was too much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even my,
John
I've
tells
always
you
had
it's
shit
too much, it's
triceps.
too much.
What'd you say, Seth?
If John tells you it's too much, it's too fucking much. Bob. Yeah, I'd probably say I got sore the most on my back. Like,
I gotta tell you though, man. Listen, I know it's not right. Like objectively, I know it's not right. I totally agree with John. Like if you can train yourself to the point where you're sore for like 2-3 days, it's better. You crawl back out of that hole and get ready for the next week or the next workout. Because more frequency, John always preached, was better. But I fucking loved it. I
Yeah.
did. I loved
Yeah.
it. It was like a badge of honor. If I was fucked and
Oh, I agree 100%.
if I was hobbling around in a fucking wheelchair for 2 days,
I fucking
was like,
worked.
yeah, I felt like I worked hard. Like that
Yeah.
was it.
There's
That's-
something to be said for that mindset for sure.
And that's the difficult thing that we as old school just meatheads and the optimization of being a great bodybuilder would be like, oh, did I overtrain too much? So if you were coaching somebody to become a phenomenal bodybuilder, to be the best that they could, you would have to find that threshold.
Well, that's the problem I never understood. I think that's the part I don't understand with the new generation is like it's almost like they're trying to find ways to train less.
Go to that threshold.
They're trying to find ways to train less. Like how
Yeah.
what's the minimum I should do to get
Yeah,
you?
I don't like that mindset. I think you need to push it to find your limitation, but I think going beyond the limitation, I don't think is
Yeah.
like beneficial in that. I don't think
I
more
agree.
is better for sure. You know?
I agree.
But I think in order to find out what more is,
you have to try.
go there.
You have to go
gotta
there.
Good point. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
So
we
what
talked
do
about
you-
this on the other podcast a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
So what's our advice to this guy?
I kind of think what Seth said. I mean, I
He's
think
saying he
it's
doesn't
levels.
He's saying he doesn't feel it when he trains heavy.
Well, I think the you can't just say heavy or light.
Yes,
Like,
I agree.
It's just like beginner and advanced. No, there's intermediate and there's moderate. Like there's moderate weight with moderate repetitions. Where I think that as a beginner, if this guy's definitely a beginner. We can't call him intermediate or advanced.
No, he's not. He's not a beginner. I know this guy. He's actually an Olympian. He's got 3 pro wins.
Interesting.
I'm not joking. Andy P bodybuilding.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay. Listen, this is not a beginner. He's asking, and I don't think the question he's asking is out of line. He's saying, I want to fucking train really heavy, but I don't really feel it when I train really heavy. Should I go lighter and feel like he's basically asking how important is feeling?
Yeah, I think it's a nuanced answer here because I think it's like Seth said, it's not just one or the other. I think you need to start at the beginning phase of that, of like, you know, really making sure you're on the target muscle, getting it sore, that you can isolate it, and I think then you work up within that until you kind of find the threshold of getting as much mechanical tension on there as you can while still feeling the connection in a regard, you know, like, because obviously if you're going so heavy, then maybe you start to get off the objective muscle and you're introduced, like, you know, you're doing a row, you start to bring in some rear delts, some traps, some biceps, you know, all these things. So then yeah, you are actually doing less back work even though the weight is heavier, so that might be not as ideal, but I think you need to work to that, you know.
Okay, let me ask you this. If he's doing let's say he's doing dumbbell row. If he's doing a dumbbell row and he can't feel it with 30 pounds or 40 pounds or 50 pounds, should he keep trying or should he go to a machine and try and feel a machine or a cable row or something like that?
Yeah, I think you should, like, to a small degree, I think feeling is kind of overrated. But I also think it's not. Like, I think you obviously, you know, I think you need to pick the exercises that you feel work best for you, and everyone is different. Just because one exercise made someone fucking an absolute monster doesn't mean it's going to for you. So I think you do need to play with different exercise selections, you know, within the same kind of, you know, variations. You know, like a neutral grip row or pull down that's kind of similar, but in different, you know, kind of modalities, and kind of find what does target it best for you for sure.
I went through this with Ty. Ty is 5'9", bigger frame, big guy, and his back is one of his weaker body parts. And he was doing certain exercises like the one arm fucking from the cable and the incline and just squeezing down and going through it. And I'm like, hey, bud, you're trying to hit your lower lats. This was about a little over a year ago. And I'm like, your lower lats aren't growing. And I see you doing a lot of lower lat movements. Do you actually fucking feel it working? Because I don't see you doing any bent over rows and I don't see you doing anything. So I was like, we have to train together so I can see if you're actually activating the muscle groups. I have to feel your back. I need to see what you're doing. So when we went through it all, it turned out like the answer is no. So we had to find exercises that really started switching on the lower lats. So we started doing like an angled grip T-bar row. Okay. And he's like, holy shit. I'm like, this is crazy that it's connecting this way. And I was like, okay, now after this, let's move into a barbell row and see if we can continue to connect with those lower lats.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I would agree with that. Yeah.
That's so I think that the progressionary, the exercise selection in the order that you choose them, you know, that's an intermediate to advanced level of training to understand all those things. So with Ty going through it all, like he was doing everything to connect and squeeze and go through all these. And I'm like, hey, dude, let's stop doing all the nuance stuff and let's find things.
Yeah, but I do think there's. Sorry, go ahead, Fred.
I was going to say I've had that too, and I've worked with people, and I've had people that have trained for like 10 years, and then I work with them, and they're like, "Oh my god, I just felt my back for the first time." For me, it wasn't as much the exercise, as much as it was teaching them to drop their shoulders.
Yeah.
Not pull with their hands, lead with your elbow, like all these small cues actually was more what it was when I worked with someone on it and they were like, "Oh, my back." And I'm like, "Yeah, because you were fucking pulling with your biceps, you're shrugging your fucking shoulders, you were, you know what I mean? So
that's the load in the form breakdown, right?
yeah, and that was tough with Ty because he was doing all those things, retracting his scapula, going through all these, and I'm like, hey, like, fuck me, this is going to be harder. That's why whenever I went to train with him, because there's a lot of information on the internet showing people how to do things and doing it properly, and it's, I don't know,
yeah.
it's a lot. Like, it's, the level.
I agree with Seth though that like order of operations, especially for like building a weak point, can be like a very valuable thing here. And actually, John Jewett did a post on this just recently about like that his chest was a weak point, kind of like the order of operations he was doing in his chest training and the amount of volume he was doing to like work on that. And it's like something that I did at a point too, like like starting with this fly first, like with a pec deck, something he feels like, okay, I can really connect with this exercise, get some blood in there, get that like neural link kind of built. And then move into my pressing movements that maybe when I was going heavier before I wasn't feeling. But now that you have that connection built, then you can kind of work upon that. So I do think sometimes like picking the exercises, the selection in the order of operations can be a very important thing for sure.
I always went by the rule of like, I wouldn't start my workout. Like, I wouldn't say that I started my workout until I felt all that connection with that body part. Like, I might do 2 sets of cable crossovers, 2 sets of pec deck, and then start on incline dumbbell presses and be like, oh, okay, 2 sets in. I'm like, now I'm ready to get started.
Yeah.
Like, just because I had the connection, I had a sweat rolling, the pump had I started to feel all the blood rush, and I'm like, okay, now I'm going.
Well, that's why I never
do that today.
That's why I never started with meat and potatoes, like as John would call it. The meat and potatoes is always the exercise that is kind of, you feel like is going to help you get the most bang for your buck.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, like for chest, like the meat and potatoes is always like your incline dumbbell press, your incline barbell press, like one of these heavy pressing movements that you feel like you're really going to be able to tax the muscle the most with.
Get a big load on it.
So we would always start with something else, like a machine press or something like that we can really like, it's a little safer. We can connect. Yeah.
But I never counted it. I wouldn't say that like, oh, my first exercise is not cable crossovers and pec deck. That's not my first exercise. That's
Why?
just because it's just warm up. I'm not counting it. That's just.
Well, yeah, I count. I mean, yeah, I know what you mean. I counted it, but I didn't. Yeah.
Whether you count it or not,
that's warm up.
Yeah. I get what you're
It's
saying.
like everybody's saying Dorian Yates did 1 working set whenever he's like, oh, I did 3 warm up sets for this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's kind of like legs when I'm doing like leg extensions. I'm like, that doesn't really count.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
Yeah. I also think a thing that we were talking about the other week, and Mike was talking about too, is think of your ranges of motion on some of these exercises that you're not connecting with, and maybe changing or limiting or manipulating those ranges of motion to try and keep it or feel it more on the muscle can be a valuable thing. Like I find for me with a lot of my pressing movements, doing like super deep stretch, like full extension, like some like things like this, I find take it off my chest completely. I'm so shoulder and tricep dominant, like I really need to kind of keep it in the pocket to like really feel it in my chest and stuff. So, especially with some rowing motions like that, a lot of people really want to like stretch and kind of let it relax. And then you're kind of taking it off. And then you have a moment where there's kind of that scapular retraction, the rear delt, and then the bicep before you're rowing, and you're kind of removing it there. So I think getting something where you're putting yourself in the most advantageous position to limit usage of anything else, like whether you feel it or not, this muscle is going to be doing the workload. Do that kind of stuff first. And then really get those muscles like ignited, and then move into that your meat and potatoes.
See, this is why it's important to. This is why it's important to have these conversations, because we're all different. Because on those back movements, me and Paul were just doing one. We were doing like I have a machine like pull down, and I have to let it go all the way out.
Right.
I have to. When I get it all the way out and my back is all the way open, I can actually feel my lat start to contract right from the very top. So it's like, it's interesting. Like everybody kind of has a different way of feeling the muscle.
Yeah, I find other than probably legs, I actually feel everything better in a slightly manipulated range of motion.
Yeah.
And maybe shoulder work, like doing lateral raises or shoulder pressing. Obviously, I like those in a full range of motion for the most part. But like chest stuff, a lot of rowing movements. Arm work. I actually like bicep curls. I like in a full range of motion, but even some of my tricep presses, or tricep like extensions on a cable, if I let it come all the way up stretch versus like if I kind of like let it get the tension high at 90 and then press out of it, I find I can feel so much more on them there.
I'm like, it's funny. Back is the only one I'm like that.
Yeah.
Everything,
But
everything for me is the lengthened portion, basically a 2/3 range, except for
Yeah.
back. Back is the only one I'm all the way out.
But
Yeah.
would you say certain back exercises you aren't so much, like maybe a barbell row or dumbbell row? You
No,
don't really
no,
focus
because
on the stretch as much there.
yeah, we do. Well, I do for
Barbell?
sure.
Oh, well, we haven't done barbell in a while.
Yeah, when we're doing rows, like especially dumbbell row or even barbell row too, you always see like the dumbbell almost hits the ground. Like I'm opening that back up as much as I can.
Yeah.
Now, but like in the earlier days, not so much, I don't think, when we go a little heavier.
I think
Yeah,
we
but
did.
that was because Fouad was 300 fucking
Yeah,
pounds.
right. Yeah.
I mean,
That
yeah.
was,
There
that
wasn't
was
an
his range of
expression
motion.
there.
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah.
I got.
I think it's also like per body part as well. Like when you find
sure.
out, like Ian said,
exercise.
when you find out that where that
It's
pocket
per
is.
person, per body part. It's, you got to
Yeah.
try it,
Yeah.
It could be per exercise even.
Yeah.
I got,
100%. Yeah.
I got a RBP predictions page update. It is coming. I think we're going to be able to start with it next week potentially. The whole page is revamped and an app is coming with it. So and if you're signed up to the page, don't worry about it. You'll be automatically given access to the app. So anybody who's already signed up has automatically got access to the app. And then if you want to sign up, you'll be able to sign up probably in a few weeks. But we'll have access to it for the show next week. And then we can start doing some comparisons between me and Ian, like live on the show. We'll put some side by sides. You can even do it like a 3-way. We can throw Seth in there, the full like lineup.
I'm good.
We
Go
could
with that.
finally settle the argument. Who's Canadian? Who's Canada's best bodybuilder? Maybe we'll put my national pictures in there from
Stats
2007.
don't like us.
We have to rephrase this argument. It's not we already know who's Canada's best bodybuilder. Okay. When you say who's the best bodybuilder, there's rankings and there's data and there's like, there's shows that they won. Like,
But it is relative to who you were standing against.
that's kind of arguments kind of over, right? But if you say who's got Canada's best physique, now we're talking about something totally different. Totally different.
We actually pull up go to Ben's Instagram.
Really?
Yeah, I this was funny because we've talked about this with the hack squats.
Yeah.
He just did a video on calling me a monkey for reverse bending my hack squats.
Really? I call
We
you.
did that yesterday.
I call you a monkey for that too.
So then I hack squat without a band this weekend.
Can I tell you this on Ian? Oh, he calls you a monkey. You take him off. I call you a monkey. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. You call me a monkey no matter what, so it's okay.
we hack squatted yesterday, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try Ian's little method.
Feels
here.
good though.
What is?
Oh, listen what happened. So I put
Reverse
it
banding.
on the reverse band on the hack squat.
Yeah.
So I put it on for Paul, and I didn't set it up like properly, so Paul didn't get enough of a stretch at the bottom.
Yeah.
So Paul didn't really feel it. Then I put it on for myself, and I changed it so I get more of a stretch out of it. And I fucking go down for the first rep, halfway down, the band snaps.
Dude, that's hilarious. That's why I didn't use a band this weekend. My second rep, my fucking band snapped.
Really?
So I was like, well, I guess we're not using it. Because this gym I was training at literally only had one band left for doing it. So I just hacked without the band. And honestly, it felt completely fine.
I don't know what's going on with the band. Why are you a monkey?
So me and Ian for 2 or 3 years now, I've been fucking on Ian's ass about reverse bands.
Oh, and I know it's fucking so chintzy for sure. I definitely started a fad.
What Ian does is he puts a reverse band on the hack squat, then he puts 9 plates on it, and I'm like, you're strong enough to do the fucking 9 plates anyway. Just get rid of the
By
bands.
the way, I did do 9 plates with no band this weekend for still a pretty easy set of 10. So I'll
So then Ian will be like, oh, it's just because my knees. I'm like, bullshit. Bullshit.
It doesn't actually. It helps a little bit, but you're actually removing a lot of the most valuable part. But you also have to make this like call of like, okay, if I can do this exercise with causing less pain, it's like tough because it's like you're removing it in some of the most valuable position, but it's also then you want to be able to just get the exercise in. So like it's kind of a weird thing,
Why doesn't Ben like them?
Well, because he's smart like Fouad and knows that it's hack squats for quad growth. Yeah, here you go.
You got to go toward the challenge. You got to learn how to suffer. Building your quads is a science and an art. Learning to master execution is integral if you want to build massive muscles, any body part. My belief is that the first inch of every exercise is the most important. So hack squat's a good example. You see all these mindless monkeys out there using reverse bands, which takes away all the challenge where it's supposed to be useful, but allows you to use a lot more weight, bro. Doesn't work. So if you want to be effective at building your quads, I want you to learn to own the first inch of every single exercise. So I went up to my max weight, and now this is a drop down set where I'm going to go really, really controlled just for a demonstration in the video and show you what owning the first inch looks like. And sometimes that means coming up an inch and going back down, coming up 3 inches and going back down, but making sure you're never, ever, ever bouncing out of that position. You're thinking about doing a leg extension out of the hole. So I'm pushing my feet as a...
All right, I've heard enough.
Yeah, I just didn't know. I just was curious.
Own the first inch of my fucking dick.
Yeah. So that's what I say to Melissa when I give her 2 inches. I'm like, just own the first inch. You know?
Like, just take
That's all
the
that
first
matters.
inch. I'm like, if you just take the first inch, you'll like the second one, I promise.
You're already halfway there, babe.
Good.
Look, I think there's this is where I do agree with you, Ian. This is totally bro science. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I don't care. I'm still gonna say it. I believe it's important sometimes to feel the weight on your back, just so you know what it feels like before you do it 100%. So there was times when I was like, I want to try 8 plates on the hack squat, but I'm like, I don't really know what that's going to feel like. So I would throw the reverse band on and feel the 8 plates, because you're still going to get what, like, the second half of it, right? You still know what the full 8 plates is there, the second half of
When you unrack, yeah.
Yeah, when you unrack, and when you come down, before the band really stretches, you're getting the full eight plates. That's kind of, I feel like, is valuable to be able to feel the weight on your back before you kind of go for it
I agree.
all the way. That's really the only. And if you're fucked up, if you have an injury, if your knees are really fucked up, not just like, oh, my knees are a little sore, like if like, and this is all stuff John taught me, so that's probably why I'm regurgitating it, because I believed in it. But he would say, like, if you're actually sore, if your knees are fucked up and they hurt, like, yeah, throw a reverse band on there. You can still do the movement, and it'll be a little bit less taxing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where my thought.
Yeah, I mean, you're just changing the tension curve. Like, you know, you can load it as much as you want. Like, if you put 11 plates versus 10 or 9, you know, like, it's just changing the tension curve. You're still going to get plenty of load at the bottom of the movement, which may be some of the most important part. But to say that you're not getting any load there is obviously insane. Like, I did it this weekend, and it changed using like a moderate band. It changed me about by 1 plate per side, you know, 1 to 1.5 plates, you know, like one. So when going from 11 plates to 10 plates or whatever, it kind of was about that difference in like what it felt like. But the shearing force on my knees felt a little more. So it's like, yeah, I definitely understand his argument, and you're removing, you know, some of the tension, like, you know, diving into the hard part. I get that for sure. So, you know, it's, yeah, I get it.
Well, whatever.
Mindless monkeys.
Your legs are better than his anyway.
I don't know, but thank you. The one thing I definitely didn't have better than it.
Can we get a one-on-one pod with each of the guys? Fouad and Ian, Fouad and Mike, Fouad and Seth. Do you want to do that with me, Ian? You want to do a one-on-one?
Sure. Yeah.
What are we going to talk about?
Whatever you want.
We'll just be quiet for 1 hour.
That'd be cool.
Just look at your phones.
I wonder what that would be like. I haven't really done that.
Well, we've done a one-on-one interview before.
That was 5 years ago.
More than 5 years ago,
Yeah.
when I was crying.
It's funny. I think a lot of bro chat people that watch now don't know that I used to do one-on-ones.
Yeah.
So they don't realize that there is a one-on-one with Ian. There's a one-on-one with
Multiples.
Seth. Seth, you were like early, like Seth was like before the 20th
7
episode.
years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I did one with Paul.
Yep.
You can go watch it. Paul's sitting in a little chair.
I know. Fouad gave me a little chair. I was your first in-studio guest.
I gave Paul the smallest chair. I put
Yeah,
around.
fucking dick.
Made him look big, at least, yeah.
No, it didn't.
Like, Paul's so huge. Look at the size that he is. That chair.
I didn't do it on purpose, Paul.
You're a child.
It's the only stool I have in here. What are you doing for me?
Yeah.
Paul thinks I did it on purpose.
You could have given me the big chair. You could
Emasculate him a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to sit in the stool?
Yeah. Well, your guest.
Does Paul know any good bars, clubs in Detroit? I'm bringing blow for Detroit Pro. That was Joseba.
Figures, yes.
I told you a guy messaged me. He's like, "Yo, so if I bring the bag to Detroit, we fucking party it." I'm like, "Hell yeah, brother!"
Since the accident, has Fouad surpassed Paul in terms of leg strength?
We're neck and neck right now, I would say.
Neck and neck.
Neck to neck.
How do you feel about that, Paul?
Well,
I was almost dead 5 months ago.
yeah, basically, yeah.
Actually, I was dead for a few days.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, I'm not competitive, so it doesn't bother me. As long as I'm continued to progress with Fouad's progression, then I'm happy.
Can I tell you the truth on that? It's for sure bothers him.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you why. Because we used to train before, okay? Every fucking exercise, no matter what it was, Paul would do like 1 plate less than I did.
Yeah.
Just because. It was just the way.
Well, I just figured you're 30 pounds heavier than me.
Yeah, it's the way like things have gone for 20 years. After the accident, I can see a little bit. We were doing
There's been a
hacks.
couple times where I put the pin up.
We were doing hacks the other day. We got the 4 plates. He does 4. I'm like, I'm gonna go to 5. He goes, yeah, I'll go to 5. I'm like, okay. That wouldn't happen before. So I'm like,
Yeah, maybe I was like, should I go to 5? That's what we thought. That's what came up with the band idea.
yeah, that's where the band came in. Yeah. You can only wear one clothing brand for the rest of your hostile.
Jim Reapers.
Or Lululemon.
Set. Axel Sledge. Oh,
Yeah,
All American
American
Roughneck. Yeah.
Access Sledge.
Okay. If it's not your brand,
Aloe.
You like them?
you like them?
Oh, dude, some of their shirts and stuff are so nice. I'd wear that shit all the time. Feels so good to wear.
I haven't tried any. I have a couple the Lulu pants that
I feel like Ian's very trendy though. He probably just likes it because it's trendy.
Hey, their shit's really nice.
Aloe's
though.
fucking nice, dude.
Yeah,
there's
Hannah-
some of the nicest shirts I own. Yeah, they're like
Yeah,
a
Hannah
thick,
has
like
a few
nice feel. Fuck, they're so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, this shit's fucking gas.
It looks
It's kind of
nice.
like Lululemon.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
cooler. See,
but
they got
look-
Joe Burrow. Like it's cool, you know.
But a little. It is like Lululemon, but it is a little cooler.
Less faggy. Yeah,
That's fake.
We got Joe Burrow.
yeah,
Yeah,
a
that's
fucking
awesome.
man. You know. Yeah, no, the quality feels really nice. Like really nice, like luxe feeling fabric. They're good, dude.
All right.
I'll get you all a shirt for Christmas.
Aloe, Seth.
So I was just gonna piggyback off of that. He said that I didn't know they had a lot of men's stuff, but the Lulu pants that I have, I like those. I'm trying to think.
Lulu boxers are great too. Yeah,
Lulu
I-
boxers are my
yeah.
shit. I've been
I
wearing
do
those
have a
for
pair.
5 years.
Bottom, yeah.
Yeah.
I wear, you know what I wear a lot of? I wear a lot of college champion, like crew necks.
what's
Okay.
that? Is that a brand?
No, champion. You know, the
Oh, champion. Yeah.
Oh, champion.
So
Yeah.
all the colleges that I traveled,
Yeah.
saw with Adeline, I have them all, so I've been wearing those a lot. But
That's cool. Champion's cool.
yeah, I
Honestly,
just
I've-
have too many other things, dude. I got
I-
Lulu pants.
That's it. I'm saying
You
I have motorcycle clothing and hostile clothing. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, every piece of clothing I'm wearing right now, my pants, my shirt, and my sweater are all Jim Reapers.
Same.
Literally 99% of my attire.
yeah, I got
Everything
I'm,
other than my underwear is
Here's my
Lulu. Is
fucking
Jim
hat.
Reapers. Yeah.
Yeah. Paul, you're gonna say something? Lulu?
Codian.
I was gonna say when it comes to shoes, I developed a taste for Uggs.
Oh yeah, I got a fucking pair of
I-
Ugg slippers I wear every day.
Really comfortable.
I've fucking fallen in love with the On Cloud and Asics.
Yeah, you like On Cloud. I like them too.
The On
I'm a
Clouds.
big Brooks guy on the shoes.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
my
the running
fucking
shoes.
listen, my Asics, I wear like the Asics 1130s or whatever the fuck they are. They're probably my least favorite looking shoe,
They look nice.
but it's my favorite to
Those
wear.
white ones?
I have a white pair and a gray pair. I like the gray pair,
Yeah.
definitely not that great, but
Yeah, gray is super dad mode gay, but the white. I saw your white in the video of you doing a
I
row or
was just
something the
gonna
other
say
day.
I saw the white ones. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah, dude, these are a sick shoe. Like this is a cool shoe, man.
yeah,
fuck
it's-
yeah.
This is in right now.
I like it. But it's not. It's
40
probably
bucks.
it's probably my least favorite looking shoe.
Yeah, but
Least stylish.
people with swag would think you were cool for wearing that. You
Yes.
I know, but this is cool.
know? Yeah.
I like
Meli-
my-
Melissa would think that's cool. You know,
I like my New Balance shoes. They're not the most stylish either, but they are very comfortable.
that's very fitting for a 53-year-old father.
New Balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're fucking sick.
They're great, man. I gotta go with comfort these days over style.
I mean, look, man, like the tech in running shoes now is getting so good. Like
Yeah.
the quality of the foam that they use and the fucking like all this shit is getting so good. There's so many great running shoe brands like this. Like you can't really go wrong with like Asics, Saucony, On Cloud, like fucking Hoka.
Hoka's
You know,
great.
like there's so many
I
that
got-
are
I got
so
a pair-
good now.
I got a pair of Hokas that are nice.
I,
too.
I have a pair of Hokas that I was when I was running that I fucking loved. You know,
Where
I've been doing functional training and like a little bit of running for the past almost 6 years now. And seeing the shoes progress just in 6 years is wild. I can only imagine people that were running 20 years ago, 25 years ago.
yeah.
Now the shoes are
Dude,
insane.
you should see like back in like the fucking, you know, like 1990s, like what they'd be wearing, like Olympic marathon runners
Yeah.
and shit would be wearing for shoes compared to
Yeah.
now is insane.
Yeah.
Like especially at that like elite level, you know, wearing shoes with like the carbon plates and like, you know, the amount of like energy transfer you get from these shoes now is just fucking wild, man. Same with sprint spikes and like track spikes. It's like the tech is wild, man.
It is insane.
Where the
Yeah.
fuck are those shoes? I can't find them.
And even like the light, like how light they are too. Like, you know, when I was doing a bit of running and I pulled out my old track spikes, and these were like 2007, 6, 2006, 7. So, you know, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, these were the best track spikes you could buy. Like the fucking sickest, lightest, best track spikes. And I pulled them out and I still thought they felt awesome. And then I ordered another pair of like shoes and spikes and stuff. And it's like they feel a quarter the weight. It's completely different, you know?
Oh yeah. Bob will bring in because he bought special race shoes for his for Ironmans or doing like any long distance
Oh,
stuff.
they're nuts, man.
And I'm like, dude, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, just unbelievable how far they
Like
how
fucking
far
4-ounce shoes. Like it's crazy, you know?
I think it's these. Is it these? I can't remember. No, it's not those. Anyway, I got a pair of fucking On Clouds that I love.
Yeah.
I got
big shoe.
I got two pairs. I got a black pair and a fucking and white pair. But not the ones with like all the fucking squishy shit. They're
The
the,
sole.
they're the tennis shoe. It's just a flat fucking sole. Those are probably my favorite shoes, favorite looking shoes.
Nice.
But the Asics are comfortable. The New Balance, you know what? I like the way the New Balance feel, but they're a little bit too big.
What do
Yeah,
you
New
mean, like
Balances,
wide?
a lot of them fit wider. Yeah.
They're wide. That's
no,
why
no,
I like
no,
them.
I don't
got a
mean
wide
I
foot.
don't, no, I don't mean big like feeling.
Big, just look of the shoe.
Yeah, they're chunky as fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, they're
just
not
like-
stylish at all.
They're just like, well, they're stylish, but it's like a specific style.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know
I
what
think
I mean?
mine are ugly, but they
Yours are different than mine, though. Yours aren't chunky at all. Yours are thin.
They're thin. Yeah, they're cross trainers.
Yeah, I mean, some of the foam you get now, like Melissa's got some, you know, like Nike fucking whatever, like the really high end running shoes, and like the foam stack on them is like this, dude.
Yeah,
It's like actually 4 inches of fucking foam. It's actually crazy.
that's what my
Nice.
Hokas were like.
Yeah, I mean, someone like our weight though, like when I was running a bit, I was wearing through a pair of shoes like that in 3 weeks.
Oh,
Like
wow.
I would degrade the foam in fucking 50 kilometers. You know, like you
Okay.
burn through a pair of those. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these this is what I'm talking about. These fucking New Balance. I got two pairs of these.
Yeah, those are nice.
Like these. I love these. The way they look, but when you wear them, they're fucking thick as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, these aren't a running shoe though, really.
No.
Yeah.
No. Anyway, enough about shoes. Qualities a man should have. Interesting. Qualities a man should have.
Integrity.
Paul, start. Integrity.
Integrity.
Okay, we'll do one each. Go. Is that the first one?
Yep.
Integrity. Who wants to go next?
It's really sexist, you know. I don't like this question.
I was just gonna say, I'm gonna say masculinity. That's a lot to encapsulate in it. You know, qualities. You know,
Okay, I'll give one. I'll give one.
Hmm.
Problem solving.
Yeah,
provider,
Problem
Yeah.
solving.
Protector.
protector.
Protection.
Protector.
stable.
Seth, you're the only one left. Integrity, problem solving. He said, what'd you say, Ian?
I said provider.
He said
Oh, you
provider. I said
provider.
protector. Yeah.
Protector.
We all got one.
Are those protector is a quality? Is provider a quality?
Yeah.
Or is that an action?
What's the word for eat shit but keep going?
Yeah.
That's what I
Tenacity.
that's
My
what I
life.
think of. That's what I think of when I think of him. Honestly,
Yeah.
out of all the fucking things, because a lot of the other things just cross over between people. Like,
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of
like
things that are both.
like integrity,
Like
and-
honesty. It's like I want my wife to be honest too.
Yeah, like all those things kind of cross over, right? So
Okay.
when I think of a guy, a man, I think of a guy who can eat shit and keep going.
Yeah.
Story of my life. Fouad.
That's like
Story of every real man.
Yeah.
story of every man's life, Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because it's true. Like and this is going to be sexist, and I'm sure the women that are watching, all three of them or four of them, are going to maybe think it's sexist, but
So agree. They want that
I
sex.
I think women, if they have any luxury in life, they have their hardships, I'm sure, but if they have any luxury in life, it's knowing that they married a guy who will take care of shit when shit hits the fan.
Yes.
And I think the guy,
Or at least that's what you hope to find
Yeah.
in a partner.
yeah,
Right,
and
right.
I think the guy, if you're a good guy, has to be able to handle that shit when it hits the fan, so that the fucking wife is not homeless with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a man.
But I also think that's a good quality, like, that you want in a wife, that, like, you know, even if you're going through it and shit is hitting the fan for you, that, like, she's still there to, like, have your fucking back and, like, help
Yeah.
pick you up
Listen,
when you need it, you know?
Loyalty.
Like I said, all these things kind of cross over, right? But I think if we're talking about, you know, when you play like John Madden football and they have like different levels, like of each characteristic.
Mhm.
I think the man's characteristic is eat shit and keep going. That should be the highest.
They had a category for that.
I have some bodybuilding news we could talk about, actually, I think, just
One
now.
second, one more. I think the woman's category, and it's going to be different for every guy, obviously, but for me, the woman's category has to be caregiving would be
Yeah.
the highest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
All right, I just solved the world's problems.
Yes, right there.
Done.
What do you got? What do you got, Ian?
Well, I don't know if you saw it, but they announced the Olympia's back at the Orleans this
Yeah.
year.
Let's see
Oh
that.
yeah, I didn't think that was big news, but okay.
Yeah. I didn't know if we were going to talk about it, but yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
we can talk about it. Listen,
Oh, cool. It's back to the Orleans. Move on.
Thanks, Ian.
I didn't mean.
I like the idea of it being back in the theater. The Orleans theater is fucking awesome. The hotel is an absolute sack of fucking dog shit. If we're just talking about the arena as a venue, I love it. Cool.
But I thought the only reason I didn't make a big deal of it is because I thought the venue they were just in was awesome. It was. Also
I think the venue was awesome, but I bet you can't fit nearly as many people. It doesn't have that arena feel, but it was fucking beautiful. But I bet you the Orleans is definitely a lot cheaper for a lot bigger venue because you're off the strip.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm just happy because the only gripe I have with the Arnold is that it's flat.
Yeah.
So I'm just happy they still kept it in like that bowl.
Well,
cement.
I mean, you still do at the Orleans though, because it's an arena. You have a lot. The best seats are still floor seats.
Oh, there's 4 seats.
Well, yeah, I mean, think of the Orleans, man. It's like a hockey rink. Like, think that you would have
Yeah.
the stage at one end, all the VIP seats are going to be on the flat floor, and then the shitty seats are going to be in the bowl.
Right.
Kind of bummed out about that, to be honest with you.
But I'll tell you, when I was the first Olympias I did, when it was in the Orleans, you compete at the Orleans.
I did the Orleans, yeah.
The size of that theater feels fucking different.
Yeah.
Like, I did it at Planet Hollywood, I did it in Orlando, like, you know, other venues and stuff. It hits different, man. And maybe because it was my first Olympias, but even that.
Is it because it feels smaller? Is that what you mean?
No, the Orleans feels bigger.
It does feel bigger.
Oh, the Orleans is way bigger, dude.
It didn't.
It's a
feel big to
massive
me.
arena.
It
Like,
didn't feel big to me though.
oh, it felt huge. It's like, to me, that feels like Super Bowl size, like big ass arena, you know? Where like the Planet Hollywood, or where they had it last year at the fucking whatever that place is, they feel very high end, but they don't feel like arena, you know? Which
Yeah.
I like that feel for a bodybuilding show.
I just
And when you
never-
watch the old Olympias, you know, when they're in the fucking big arenas like that, you know, when they're like the MGM or like these ones, like that feels like fucking like, grrr, you know?
I know. I guess you're right, but I guess as a spectator, like Seth,
Oh, as a spectator, it's way worse for sure.
remember where we were sitting, and we were just going
That
at this year at Resort World.
at the yeah.
Like we were just sitting, like not bad seats.
Well,
like,
then you came sat with me in VIP.
And then I came sat with you a little closer. But then also we went out and I stood in the fucking or in the bar area for a little bit and I came back
Yeah.
in. Like it was just very like easy access to like go in and come out and get a seat and like it
The
was
problem is just limitation and capacity. Like,
Yeah.
you know, a theater like that is so limited in its size and what you can do. Like, I definitely get it. I mean, I get it from a few perspectives, you know, from the monetary and amount of seats you can put in there and people you can fit in there, you know, the production that can feel big in there. But I do agree from a spectator standpoint, the quality is going to be hard to be as high when it's as big with more floor seating and things like that, for sure. Yeah. So there's wins and there's losses, you know.
oh, this is a bad one.
But good thing is you can smoke cigarettes inside the Orleans.
Can you?
I think the Orleans you can. Well, I mean, a lot of these ones you can still smoke at the casino, but
Yeah,
the Orleans you definitely can. Yeah,
So we can go watch like the men's and then go out
go
and
out
smoke
into the hotel for a smoke,
when they
rip slots. Fucking go back in, you know? Yeah, it's awesome.
100,000 calorie challenge, but you can split it up between whoever is on the podcast right now and any amount for 24 hours.
Impossible.
Could it be done?
Impossible. 25,000 calories each.
25,000 apiece, impossible.
No way.
Well, if Mike was here, there'd be 5 of us.
Still, that's fucking
20,000.
20,000 apart. It's still impossible.
A lot.
Yeah, I couldn't do 10. So
It's not worth the effort anymore. It
no,
hurts too much.
I don't
it's
think
so-
I could have probably done 10, 5+ years ago. I don't think
I
I
could-
could get 10 today.
I don't think I could.
I
either.
couldn't do 10 today.
No,
My,
I'd probably get heartburn and
my appetite hasn't
explosive
changed at
gas.
all, man.
you got to up the Reddit True 10, dude.
Yeah, I know. Best Jay versus best Phil.
Phil,
Phil.
Phil. What's Paul's best Italian food memory?
probably when I was a kid and my Nona was still alive. She'd make like homemade pasta and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, like when I was a
specific
kid.
pasta,
Um,
like a you get a nice gnocchi or something, you know?
oh yeah, sure, gnocchi was
Angel
out
hair
of this
pasta?
world. Yeah, my mom just made me some gnocchi last week.
Nice.
Not quite as good as my Nona's though.
No, of course not.
No, but yeah, when I was a kid, my Nona, my mom, and my aunt, when they used to cook like for get-togethers, oh, crazy.
Nice.
And the woman would never sit.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's right, Fouad. I'm just
No, no,
saying they
tell-
would never sit.
tell us.
Those days.
No,
Stay
tell
in the
us more.
kitchen, woman.
They would serve everybody. They would make, and then they would clean up, and then they would sit and eat.
That's how my grandma did it as well. She would stand next to my grandfather while he ate. And wait.
Really?
And then
That-
once he was done, because she would stay at home, like it was different. Like that's the
Right.
thing; it was different. Like she didn't work.
Life was different.
It was very different. It was tradition. That's just what it was.
Mhm.
Paul, you sound like you're longing for those days.
I probably would have thrived in that era. Fouad.
Thrive.
That's all I harken back to. It's not that it's right or wrong. It's just it was the
That's-
times.
You're born in the wrong era. Right?
I was born in the wrong era, 1,000%.
So
I was.
here's a gig. Today, in society, like it's frowned upon because that seems like degrading towards women. But if that's what was happening over in Italy 100 years ago, would it be viewed as that? Or if it is still happening today over in Italy, like is it viewed the same way as it would be?
What do you?
Certain
mean?
people would view it differently, I'm sure.
What do you mean? What do you mean? If it's still happening in Italy now, is it bad? Is that what you're saying?
Would
You
people
asking
view
me
it
that?
badly?
Yeah, I'm asking you, Seth.
Oh, so that's what I'm saying. Like, because like in today, like if my wife waited on me, if I was eating dinner right now, like in a traditional Italian home,
Yeah.
and serving me my dinner, and she was waiting on me to do so, like, and I put that on the internet here,
Yeah.
would it be viewed the same as if it was over in Italy
No,
of another couple doing the same thing?
no, it wouldn't.
I don't think so either.
No.
So
It
you
could be viewed
think?
differently?
So you
North
think?
Americans are fucked, dude.
So you think in Italy they're still more traditional?
100%.
Yes.
I think in most places of the world they're more traditional.
That's why they say you got to
I
get
think
it
North America is so fucking woke and weird with that shit, man. Especially like if it's the conscious and want decision of the woman, then it's still judged.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
like it's one thing if it's like it's fucking forced upon the man. You're like, I want you in the kitchen. She's like, I don't want to. I want to work. But like for
You
like a
wouldn't be
lot of
with
people,
her.
like Melissa loves taking care of the home and like cooking for me and do like she enjoys that. Like that gives her fulfillment and like being that person, you know. But like a lot of people, it's like they saw how we go about our lives and the roles we have would think it's fucking super old school and would shit on her for it. But she's like, but this is what I enjoy. Like this is how I enjoy living. I would rather do this, you know? Like this isn't like a forceful thing or it's because he makes the money, I have to work or I have to, take care of the home. That's not how the agreement works. Like this is we're doing both what we enjoy, you know?
Right.
So I think it's ridiculous when it's like shunned upon like that, even if it's a decision that's agreed upon mutually and is being done out of like love and fulfillment, you know?
Yeah.
Agree.
I agree. I
Agree.
think
Agree.
that's why I brought up the question.
Moving on.
Moving on.
If Bertil Fox took bodybuilding seriously, would he be the best ever?
Oof. You would
Well,
have
he'd
one
be
of the
fucking
best
good.
arms ever.
Bertil Fox. Let's
He's,
see.
he had some fucked up problems, right?
Yeah, didn't he just die recently?
He like killed people and fucking
He was
had
in
some
jail.
shit going on there. Yeah.
This is Bertil Fox. Beautiful arms, no
Crazy
chest,
arms.
no chest, no lats. Nice legs, kind of.
Crazy biceps.
There's not really any like back and chest there. Maybe there's here. That's a drawing, so that doesn't matter. What's here? There's a nice chest there.
I mean, definitely great genetics for sure.
Mhm.
What's this?
I mean, it looked like he started taking it pretty serious from not having a chest to having a chest.
Yeah, he's got a
Yeah.
great chest there.
Yeah, I mean, some guys do like look really good with their arms down versus up, like
I don't know. Maybe the one
crazy,
like maybe this is like when he was younger,
Yeah.
because the lats are really like thin here.
Yeah, he looks really young there.
Chest doesn't really look. But then if you click on this, you're like, what the fuck is this chest?
Yeah, Jesus,
Right?
it's like a Ronnie chest there.
he's got a lot. Yeah, young Ronnie Coleman thing. I was just about to say that. Yeah, the crazy peak biceps and the density in the chest. Yeah, look at that. That's nuts. Ball of muscle.
Yep, his posing was always shit. No, I don't think he came in condition very often.
So and he killed abroad, right?
Something like that. Was it a property dispute or something? Like I think where's he from? He's from somewhere in the Caribbean. I think it was over a property dispute that I think he macheted
On
somebody.
the 30th of September 1997 in St. Kitts and Nevis, 20-year-old beauty queen Laoka Brown and her mother, 36-year-old Violet Brown, were fatally shot by Fox, then 46. Fox, who previously had been engaged to Laoka, was arrested and charged with murders. There. He killed 2 chicks.
And did he stayed in prison till his death, or when did he get out? Or
Don't know.
He was originally sentenced to death by hanging, but after an appeal to the Judicial Committee of the Privy Council, his sentence was changed to life in prison.
What country?
On August 4th, 2022, Fox was pardoned by the Governor General of St. Kitts and Nevis after serving 25 years and is now a free man living in the UK.
there
They
you
were
go.
going to hang him back in.
I mean, some places are still doing that, or I think you can still do that now. Yeah,
97.
Wow, I didn't know that.
yeah. I mean,
what's the difference between hanging somebody and fucking
they
injecting?
still had like electric chair, gas chamber, like until fucking in some states till like recently, didn't they?
I think in early
Really,
2000s.
I think in some states you can still fucking pick. You know,
Don't they still have that? They
like,
still have it.
you can do like firing squad and shit, dude. Like, yeah.
What? Are you serious?
I think some places you can still fucking pick
Oh,
that
some
shit.
countries
Yeah.
probably, yeah.
Yeah.
No, even in the States, you can still fucking.
No, I think in some southern states you
can't
can
pick.
still. I don't know exactly, but I think you still can. Yeah.
What
I'm
are
sure you
the
can't pick firing squad.
what are the
in the US.
methods of capital punishment in the U.S.? Thinking. My chat GPT is not that smart. In the United States, lethal injection, electrocution, firing squad,
See.
What?
nitrogen hypoxia, gas chamber.
Yeah.
That's it. No longer used. Hanging, firing squad. It says firing squad no longer used.
Okay.
But then number 3 said firing squad.
It's just ones that have been used, but that's not used now.
Okay.
No. Hold on. It says authorized in very few states.
Okay. See, yeah.
Typically allowed as a backup if lethal injection is ruled unavailable, or if it's by choice.
Yeah.
Imagine having to be the motherfucker to be like, oh, he chose firing squad, so you got to shoot him.
Like, what are you doing at work, honey? Yeah, I got to shoot some fucking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking guy.
Well, it's a firing squad, so there's probably like a few of you that are on
Yeah.
the squad. And just
Why is there a
open
firing
fire.
squad? Is like one bullet not going to kill him? Like,
I
why do
don't
they
know.
need
It's
like,
it's like so you don't know who killed him. You know?
Yeah,
It's
maybe
like-
that's why. Take it off the consciousness of the person.
I think it's just more of like a historical thing, and they kind of like kept it in, like
yeah.
it's kind of a badass way to go. You
It could
know?
be like in modern times though. They're still
Would
doing
you
hanging.
choose the firing squad over the lethal injection or electrocution?
I definitely wouldn't choose electrocution. I don't think.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't choose electrocution. Lethal injection.
I feel like gas chamber is a good way to go because you kind of just fall asleep. You know?
Do you?
I think
I think that would be like lethal injection. Though.
lethal injection. You just fall asleep.
Yeah, it's a paralytic, and then you're just kind of like you know?
Gas chamber is the worst thing. I think.
Is it?
No, I think gas chamber would be the same, man. It'd be like when you like sit in your car and carbon dioxide yourself. I think you just fucking
I
fall
know,
asleep.
but think about it. Like I'm in this room, and they start pumping gas, and you see it coming. You're like,
I don't know
fuck.
if you'd really even see it though. It'd just be like a clear gas, and the room would start to like, you know, it's like carbon dioxide in your house. You're not like seeing smoke everywhere. It's like I think
know,
you would
but
just,
I might cough. I'd be like, oh fuck, I'm gonna die.
yeah, I don't know.
Don't do it. What about firing? That's got to be the worst one.
Fuck, I'm
You're
gonna
just
Well,
sitting there
firing
waiting for
squad-
guys to
firing
open
squad
fire
is-
on you.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the same thing. You're waiting there for the lethal injection. You're like watching them fucking do this, put this. You feel the pair like you know it's impending with any of them. You know you're about to
Yeah.
die with every single one.
Yes,
the
but which
impending
one-
doom is the worst, is as bad on all of them.
It just seems more brutal though. Like a bunch of guys.
It feels
just
like it
open
actually
fire
would be
on
over
you.
the quickest with firing squad.
That's right.
Maybe unless they just fill your stomach with bullets.
No,
You
they're
just
not
bleed
fucking,
out.
not just like shooting you in the arms and
Like,
shit.
hey, aim for the stomach.
Shoot him in the dick. Shooting you in the hands and feet and shoulders. Like, you know,
Anything but the
like,
heart.
you dead yet, bitch?
Can shoot your ears off. He's fucking with you.
Have you ever been kicked out of a gym, excluding Mike?
No.
No.
I haven't.
I
No.
don't think I've ever been kicked out of anywhere.
Not a bar?
I don't think I've ever been kicked out of a bar.
I got kicked out of a bar.
I could go to bars.
Usually, like the bars I was going to, I like, because I'm always the kind of the jacked guy. Like in a city like Ottawa, I was always kind of well known. So like, even if I was the guy that was starting shit at the bar, they were kicking the other guy out.
Yeah.
Like I always kind of knew everybody there, the bouncers, and like, I was kind of like the guy around. So like, I never would be the one that was facing the repercussions of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we had a bodybuilding city, so like everybody was kind of big
Yeah.
at one point. So like
Like-
if you went out, you weren't necessarily always the biggest guy. There was always other
Even
big
you?
guy. Yeah, dude. Like when I was coming up and I was going to bars, I was only 22, 23. So I was still like,
I was still way bigger than everybody then.
I was still 250, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we had big guys. Like there was a lot of guys that trained in our fucking city. That
Yeah,
were big, man.
we didn't then. Like maybe if you went like downtown, but like where I lived, and the bars that we go to, I would always be like bar none the biggest.
But
guy
like
for
Paul,
sure.
like Paul and all his friends, like before I started hanging out with Paul, like fucking JP and fucking Postmus and all these guys.
Yeah.
These guys are all fucking huge motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
And they were all downtown and like fucking.
Yeah, and I think if you went downtown, it'd be different, especially. But that would have been like Hassan Jama and Alex Audi and those guys. They're
Yeah.
like 6 to 8 years older than me, so like I wouldn't have been going to bars at the same time as them. In my generation, like there's no one in Ottawa that's
Yeah.
like that would have been that size in my neck of the woods at that time.
Well, if I think about bodybuilding from when like Paul was going to bars and then I was going to bars to now, like the bodybuilding in this city has slowly gone like this.
yeah.
Huge.
So like
Yeah.
there's probably not that many big guys downtown now, but like
No.
and when I was going out, it was a lot. And even before that, when Paul was going out, it was even more.
Yeah.
And I wore my
Okay.
tight black V-neck out every weekend.
There was a clothing store here called International, and it was all like spandex, like V-necks and shit.
Oh yeah.
I was like, that's my fucking
Fucking sleeves like right up at my delt, so small, and I'm shooting like 50 units of
I
insulin,
used
taking
to
a bunch
wear-
of the Targo to go to the bar.
remember the fucking remember for a while like what's it called? Fucking bell bottoms or like wide leg pants were really in.
Yeah.
I used to wear wide leg pants with a fucking tight V-neck.
Oh my god.
Go tucked in. They go out.
Oh my god.
Jacked as fuck.
That's crazy.
Drunk as fuck.
Then I get drunk, get to a fight, and then get kicked out.
See, when I started bodybuilding, when I was jacked, I didn't drink, so like I was never usually like that problematic.
I'm shocked at how drinking in general has gone down so
Oh
far.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know
Like,
many people who drink
drastically.
anymore.
Like I don't care. Like I don't hear kids like that are like kids. I shouldn't say kids. I don't hear young adults that are like 20 to
I'm getting
25.
fucked up on the weekend.
I'm going
Like,
over the weekend, but fucking getting.
Or like I was so
see the
fucked up last
statistic?
night.
No,
I
it's
don't
still
hear you say
it's
that.
still people from our generation.
yeah.
Like I saw buddies that I went to high school with that are 35 years old
Yeah.
that like every Friday like get together with their buddies and get fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It
crazy.
was a thing. Yeah, we on weekends that was our goal. Get fucked up. for
Yeah,
at
let's
least
see
one night.
how fast can I black out?
Yeah. Same with smoking cigarettes though. Like no one young smokes cigarettes now.
Yeah, I know.
Like
Oh,
you would
they
go to a
they
bar
vape,
and
though.
see like 20-year-olds smoking cigarettes. That would be outrageous to see that now.
Yeah, but they vape like crazy.
Vape like crazy and zins like crazy and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Did you see the statistic
Of what?
2025? How
No.
much the alcohol industry has lost?
Was it a lot?
It's like I
They got to start paying influencers to drink, man.
Yeah.
I think it's like $100 billion.
I wouldn't doubt
Really?
it.
I believe it. Yeah.
Something
Dude,
ridiculous.
Seth, it's an entire generation, man.
Yes,
Mhm.
I got to find it now. There's
The,
this fucking
the entire generation is like smoking weed and
Yeah.
fucking
But
Do it.
marijuana consumption's probably gone through the roof in that same
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's become legalized in a lot of places. Yeah.
mushrooms.
It really hurts my heart because drinking is my favorite thing in the world.
Oh,
Every-
that's the thing. You can Google it. Holy fuck.
What, you're right?
Google it. Google it.
Go ahead, tell me. That's gonna take me forever.
$830 billion
No way.
lost.
Really?
You gotta imagine, it's just not cool. Like they really got to start paying
Almost
people
$1
to-
trillion in
Yeah.
decline in the industry.
46% loss since 2021 in its peak.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
That's his peak 2021?
Yeah.
But listen, I
Google.
also don't hear anybody saying like, I'm going to the club or I got my house party. Remember we used to
Well-
remember we used to
Oh,
have
yeah.
house parties.
parties, yeah.
Everybody just get fucked up and like sit around and like
Yeah.
I don't know how much that goes on anymore. Like
No,
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't
you're really only getting that at like the colleges and universities and stuff. Like, in the US, like if you're in a frat and shit, like you,
Yeah.
you know, you're fucking partying with the boys. But like,
Yeah.
I think other than that, I think it's gone down a lot, man. Yeah.
What about
I mean, we
bush
know it's gone
parties?
down a lot. Huh?
Little bush parties. We used to have
Oh yeah,
bush
that's
parties.
gone. That's gone. I used to love those.
imagine,
You're right.
imagine you told your kids now, what'd you do on the weekends? Well, I used to get a case of beer and I'd go to the bush.
We get fucked up.
Start a fire. We'd all sit around the fire, get fucked up as fast
Smoke
as we could.
cigs and fucking
Yeah.
chug
There'd
booze.
always be a fight and someone getting finger banged off the
Yeah.
corner.
Cops end up there every time. Every time
Yes,
cops end
every
up there.
time.
Yeah.
We should have a bush
That's how I
party. You
met
know
your
what?
mother.
It's
No,
a
Let's have a
bush
bush
party.
party.
We should have a
Hostile
bush party just for
That'd
the
be
fuck,
sick.
just for the like old time's sake.
Bro chat
Yeah.
bush party.
Oh, I'd be so down.
I'll bring
Let's
the
let's
mosquito
host that in the summer. Let's like find a venue and we're gonna host like a bro chat bush party in like
I got a place.
no, but like not like a centralized where we can get fans to come.
Oh,
you know?
okay. Like go somewhere in Toronto. Like go to fire.
Yeah, like have it and it's like, yo, we're holding the bro chat bush party and we'll find like a bit of crown land in the summer and we'll fucking have like a rager, you know?
Yeah. I
If
remember
anyone's in for that in the comments, like in the Ontario area, let us know. We'll fucking make
Dude.
the shit happen.
I went to a bush party once. My worst cocaine bender ever was at a bush party.
Oh,
Your worst what?
Nice.
Sorry. Your worst
Huh?
what?
Cocaine bender ever was
Oh.
at a bush party.
At a bush party?
Yeah.
Just doing bumps all the time.
Yeah. It was so bad. My nose hurt. That's why I kept doing it.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, my nose hurts. Give me another one.
Yeah. Need to numb it out, you know?
Three fucking days in a bush.
Oh, love that.
Like to and from. To and
Love
from. Go to
Yeah.
someone's house, do some shit, clean up, come back to the bush. Come back to the bush. Still raging, still fire. Fucking yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, that was fucking great times.
Oh,
Kids
man.
now don't do fuck all. They don't do nothing
No.
compared to what we used to do.
No. Fucking fags.
Just sit on their phones all day.
I bet you they do. We just don't know because we're old.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think so, Fouad. I don't think they do shit like
All
that.
right, if there's somebody young in the fucking that's watching, if you guys still do cool shit, just give us an example of what
Yeah.
that might be.
Yeah.
830 billion fucking
Yeah, I mean the stats don't lie. Like we know it's going
Right.
down, you know?
Yeah,
It's
but
not
they-
even
yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah,
That's
but
a
they,
lot
but they
of it.
might be having fun in other ways, like coke,
Yeah.
shrooms.
No,
I don't think people
so.
do I don't think people
From the
do coke
fucking-
anymore.
No.
No.
I don't think
Well,
they do
coke
at all.
coke kind of went with alcohol a little bit.
Yeah.
No, well, the fentanyl
And cigarettes. You need cigarettes when you're fucking ripping
Yes,
lines.
absolutely.
You can smoke a pack of cigarettes in 20 minutes when you're ripping lines. You just chain smoke. It's the best
Yes.
feeling thing in the world when you're doing coke.
Once
It
you
is
start getting
so
that post nasal
awesome.
drip,
Oh my god.
No.
So awesome.
Ecstasy's better.
Yeah, I mean, very similar, but ecstasy it is better. I'll agree.
Smoking and ecstasy are
Yeah.
way the
Oh, they
best,
go
best,
hand in
the
hand.
best combination.
Yeah.
I made the best friends with people on ecstasy. I'd go to people
Yeah.
like take their shirt off and they dance and shit. I would find some fucking idiot, sit down and be like, "So what do you think about life?"
Oh my god, I've done this so many
and I
times.
just talk to the guy for.
I've done this on
fucking-
coke too, though.
Just like smoke and talk to the guy for 4 hours,
Yeah,
and then the next day when I wake up, I'm like, "Fuck! I fucking ruined my whole night talking to that guy."
yeah. I remember one night distinctly. I don't think my buddy Mike watches this, but he was like one of my, groomsmen at my wedding, one of my best friends, growing up, Mike. And I remember I got my first car, and we were like at a house party, and we were all fucking doing coke and shit. I think he was sober, but I was fucking coked out of my mind. I was like, let's go take my new car for a rip. You drive, we'll sit in the passenger seat. And he started driving, and we're driving around. I'm chain smoking in the passenger seat, and I just like had a life. Like that, like connect that we're best friends in this moment. And he was like starting to get back to the house. I'm like, no, keep driving. And this guy's probably like, bro, I want to go back to the party. And I'm just like, man, like I fucking love you so much, man. Like, I miss when we were kids and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you want to have another smoke, man? Here, have one more smoke. Let's keep driving.
That's exactly
2 hours of that,
yeah.
But the fucking thing is, I would wake up the next morning, and I would start remembering some of those things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, what a loser. What the
Fucking
fuck was
yeah.
I doing?
Yeah, yeah.
I
It's
just
so
like
funny.
pissed away my whole fucking night. People are actually having fun. I'm fucking sitting there in the corner
Chatting my
somewhere.
fucking mouth off. Yeah.
Getting deep with some fucking guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, all
It
right.
works though when both of you are doing it. If you're both on the same drug, you can chat away and it's all good. You know?
No, I did.
But if
No,
you corner some motherfucker that's not doing it, you're fucking ruining that guy's night for sure. Like I've been sober before and quite cornered by someone doing like ecstasy or blow, and you're like, motherfucker,
it's the
shut
worst.
up.
No.
It's
Like,
the worst.
please, I'm
Being
gonna fucking
around-
punch you in the face. You know?
Being
Can't do
sober around anyone who's intoxicated it can test your patience.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, but that's anything. But you know what? I think coke and ecstasy is the worst.
Yeah. Yeah.
because
motor mouth.
because not only is it motor mouth, they're chewing their face while they're doing it.
Yeah, they got the swing set going.
They don't even know they're chewing their face,
Oh,
but they
yeah.
are, and it's making you feel like you know that come down feeling you get.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like you're feeling it all over, but you didn't even get to get high.
Yeah.
You're like fuck. You're like fuck. I gotta watch this guy chew his face off. I gotta fucking.
Fucking sitting there doing gummies and shit like you know?
All right. Anyway, look, this podcast turned to a fucking
Yeah. Love you, mom.
Shit show.
no, but this is like nobody's gonna watch this shit anymore. This is like 3 weeks in a row, just like
They love this shit.
cocaine, fucking drugs.
Yeah, they love it. They love to hear our fucking cowboy stories.
Okay, we'll do one or two more, then we'll go. Question for Ian and Seth: how long would you let each person on the podcast watch your kid unsupervised? Well, they would be supervised. I'd be supervising.
Yeah.
And Ian doesn't have a kid. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't have a kid, but let's just pretend.
Okay.
Because
Well,
like me and Seth has kids, I'm probably gonna have kids. I mean,
Why
Paul's got
don't
kids.
we start with Paul because he's got
Yeah,
kids?
Paul's got kids.
Fouad babysat. You babysat for me a couple times when my kids were small. When my first daughter was very young, Fouad, I left her in Fouad's care a few times.
I'm a great
Had
babysitter.
time.
Like overnight or anything?
No, not overnight.
No, for like an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, it was like a few hours. There was one day you had her for like the whole day, and I was like, I forget why, but
I
she
remember
was
that.
really young at that time. She had a great
But-
time with Fouad.
In fairness to Paul, Summer was also here.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm fucking
Hey,
great
listen,
with kids.
I'm gonna be very honest right now with you guys because I know you guys relatively well. You're all meatheads. Any of my children would do spectacular. All of
You'll
them.
write it home.
I'd be like, just go have at it. You guys are going to probably watch TV, hang out, and eat food.
Yeah.
Just want to do really fun stuff like take them places. Like
Yeah.
you're,
Yeah.
I would have no issues
Yeah.
for the weekend.
Yeah, I would have no issues leaving my kids.
I would neither with any of you guys. No.
Yeah.
Okay, as much of a bunch of fucking retards as we have been at times, I think we're all very responsible people. And
Yeah, of
100%,
course, yeah.
especially with something precious like someone's kids.
Yeah.
And not only that, like kids test your patience, but at the same time, you always put on like your best faces. And dude, if you give me a 5-year-old, like you turn to a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I get to be 5 years old for a few hours. Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
This is
Yeah.
the
Hell yeah.
greatest day of my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
do you think Redcon 1 decided to restructure when it came to sponsoring athletes after the deaths of Luke, George, Cedric, and Dallas? Ooh, that's a heavy one. That's a lot of people for one company. I didn't even think of that.
Was Cedric with Redcon?
Cedric was for a little bit, yeah.
Huh.
I mean, they were all there at different times, so I don't think it's like it sounds worse
Yeah.
in the question than it
I mean,
was.
you have to remember these guys were big guys in the industry, and they were the biggest brand in the industry for a short period. So
Yeah.
it's like it's kind of a natural thing. But
Yeah.
I honestly don't think that's the
No,
reason.
I don't think that has anything to do with it.
Yeah.
You know, be pushing to be the biggest supplement company in the industry is fucking insanely difficult to do. And I think that just, you know, when you get to a certain size and you have as many people as Redcon did, to stay on top is really difficult.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
it's
Listen, man, I've done it. It's hard to manage. Bodybuilders all have strong personalities, and I know because I was fucking one of them. It's hard to manage a lot of different personalities. If I could go back and do it again, there would be some things I'd do differently, and maybe a couple of them might be a little happier. But maybe not. I mean, bodybuilders are all kind of strong personalities. It's
You know
hard
what,
to
though?
it's hard to manage a whole team.
I think that you could say that in any workplace, though. I think like I don't do like I never went to senior like to management levels at my job, but I've been there for a long time. The biggest thing to manage every day is the different personalities at work. The work itself is
Oh
good. It's
yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
dealing with your coworkers and learning how to, you know, I guess
yeah,
coexist.
yeah,
And from a management standpoint, it's probably much harder.
yeah. Update on my recovery. Not much has changed to this point. Weirdest thing a strange woman or man has said or asked of you because you were jacked. Uh, my shoe size because they wanted to. No, I had somebody want to buy my dirty underwear.
Oh yeah.
I've sold posing suits before.
You've sold posing suits before?
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, I have.
Tell me it
I
was for like.
definitely
Tell me it was for like $5 grand.
Done that.
It was a good chunk of change. Yeah,
Yeah, I'd sell my posing trunks
Yeah.
for a good chunk of change.
I bartered it. Yeah, I actually upsold him from like he sent me a picture of me wearing a specific pair of trunks and asked me if he could buy these specific trunks, and then I gave him a really high price, and then he was like, "Well, what if I buy a few pairs?" And then I was like, "Okay, find some more pictures of me wearing different trunks, and I'll see what I have, and we'll like barter a deal." And then we kind of like came to an arrangement of like a 5 for 3 deal kind of thing, you know?
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
See, this is the shit I didn't do. And I look back and I'm like, what kind of fucking asshole was I? Was I proud to sell dirty underwear to somebody or some
Yeah,
fucking
I sold it.
You
I wasn't
did
using them.
that?
I've had it, bro. Yeah.
You know, you know how many times I've had someone message me and give me like some stupid fucking request, and I'll be like, and I just charge them a ton of money.
Mhm.
If they're gonna do it, if they want to do it, I don't give a fuck.
Fuck
How
it.
much is it worth you, bro? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? What's somebody gonna do? Yell at me for selling my fucking shit for 3, 5, 10 grand? You out of your fucking mind? Who wouldn't do that? You're
I,
an
wouldn't.
asshole.
I don't give a shit what somebody does with them. They're not sniffing my underwear. They're gonna sniff somebody else's. I don't give a fuck if it's mine. You know?
Fuck it.
Um,
What did you get for your posing trucks?
A few thousand.
Really?
But I sold a few. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's worth it.
Paul would like to sell his trunks if
Yeah.
anybody's.
If anybody wants to pay a few thousand for my underwear, you can have them.
But it was like it was a weird thing because I remember when we came to an arrangement, then he was super nervous about PayPaling me money and me not sending him the trunks. And I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to hold these trunks back for me. Like they mean nothing to me. I didn't pay for them. I don't care. Like I'm gonna send you the trunks, man. You know.
I'm not
So
gonna,
then
I'm not gonna fuck you over.
So then we came to the agreement that he would send me half the money.
Right. And you'd
And then
send
when he
one-
got the trunks, he would send the other. So I'm like, look, even if he doesn't send me the S, he fucks off with this. I'm still making
Right.
way more money
Yeah.
than I care to make off these trunks. But he followed through and sent me the money.
Really,
Nice.
eh?
Good
Nice.
dude.
Yeah.
Good dude.
I
Yeah,
would
it
have
was
been
word.
like, I would have been like, send me half. I'll send you two
Send you
pairs.
half. Yes.
And the other half, I'll send you 2 more pairs.
It's
Yeah.
like a hostage negotiation.
I mean,
His underwear.
he was obviously happy with my scent if he paid me the rest, you know? He gave those a good deep whiff and he's like, oh, yeah, I'm paying the rest,
Yeah.
you know?
What do you think went wrong in someone's
Imagine
life?
he smelled your trunks and he's like,
I
"Here,
want more.
smells like no." Imagine he's like, "It smells like ass."
Sounds
I'm not
like
send-
shit.
I'm not
Oh,
sending
thank
you the rest. Yeah.
He's like, fuck you. These things are gross.
I should have put him on, like fucking farted in them and shit, like, you know? Like,
You can add 10 to any number in your life. What would it be and why? For example, add a 0 to your bank account or to your
Yeah.
dog's life, etc.
I would add it to the value of my home.
Good one.
So your home would be worth.
Well, if I had $1 million house, now it's worth
$10
$10
million?
million.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you would do.
Well, what else would I add a 0 to? Like that would make it more than that.
Like
Wins.
my
Pro
wife,
wins.
my wife's life.
Like how long she's gonna live?
Yeah, she got to live to 70, and then 700.
Yeah, but I mean, Melissa's gonna way outlive me anyway, so I don't care. That doesn't mean that much.
That means nothing to me.
I want to make sure that happens. I don't want her to go first.
Oh yeah, I mean, for sure, Melissa's gonna outlive me. I mean, women live longer than men anyways, and she's like an extremely cardiovascular fit female.
What if I
and I'm
said-
a bodybuilder? You know,
Could add a 0 to my dick size.
you have a 60-inch dick instead of a 6. You know,
20 inches.
yeah, no, I don't want that. That's fucked up. Yeah, no, but I mean, like, if I could make my house worth 10 million instead of 1, like for sure, and then I could just fucking sell my house, get that, buy back another $1 million house, and have 9 million in the bank. Done.
Yeah.
You know. Or like it could work too if you had that much in investments, then just fucking add a
I
zero
wonder.
to that.
Your net
I
worth.
wonder if. I
Yeah.
wonder. But hold on. I wonder if the monetary value is better than, like, your dog has 10 years to live. What if you're like, I could add a 0.
Yeah, I mean, so what? If my dog lived to be 15, I could have it live to 150. Okay, actually, I would take that for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
So my dog would be with me my whole life.
Right.
Oh my God. Fuck yeah, I'd for sure take that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. I disagree. I didn't even think about that. That's good. Yeah.
The problem though is then the other dogs would die. You only have
Yeah,
one.
but if I could have one of my two dogs live that long,
Yeah.
I'd fucking take it. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, my dog would be alive as long as I am, like till the
You know
day
why?
I die. Imagine the bond you'd have with one dog being with you for that your whole life. That'd be crazy.
You know why? You know what I worry about? Like Arnold's my Frenchie. For those who
Yeah.
know, Arnold's my Frenchie. My charcoal lab, I have a feeling is going to live till he's 20.
Yeah.
I worry every day for some reason. I have this paranoid anxiety about my Frenchie that he's just going to it's going to kick the bucket. And I'm
It
like,
happens with Frenchies, to be honest. It happened with one of mine.
that's why I fucking stress about it because it's happened to
One of
you.
my Frenchies only lived till 4.
It's happened to you. It's happened to my brother. It's happened to my other brother. I'm like,
Yeah.
fucking
But I also have a Frenchie that's like almost 10 and she's like a puppy, you know?
yeah.
Like she's killing it, like, for sure. So
I would add a 0 to fucking to Arnold's life because they normally live to like 8 or 10.
yeah.
That's it. That's her
Yeah.
life expectancy.
Yeah, so
Average Frenchie would probably be like 8, 9 years old, yeah.
Really?
yeah, so he would live to be 20.
No, you're adding a 0 to it, not double.
Oh, I'm adding a 0. That's right.
Yeah,
Not
so he
double.
lived to fucking
80.
live to 100.
80 or 90, yeah.
He's gonna
Yeah.
live your whole life, you know?
I do that yeah,
For sure. I would do that for sure. Yeah.
Because sometimes this is gonna sound really. I know you guys aren't gonna. This is gonna sound fucked up. Sometimes I feel like I could give the dog more love, but I'm always worried about him dying. So I like hold back a bit because
I think you should look at it the other way though.
I know I should. I know I should. I just
It's like you're only gonna have him for as long as you're gonna have him, so fucking give him as much love and enjoy the time, you know?
trust me. He gets lots of love.
But I understand your mindset, yeah.
But I just like I'm just always fucking scared. I'm like fucking
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. I probably shouldn't live like that though. But whatever.
No, just fucking love
Okay.
him up, you know?
Paul, ever tried?
Oh,
Oh,
that time of day.
right at the right time.
Paul, have you ever tried cum dick soup?
No, I never tried cum dick soup.
I don't know. I don't know this.
Well, you gotta get your camera for it.
Where's
It's kind of weird
the-
not talking to you, not seeing you.
Where's this from?
Oh, where did I go? Oh, that's
Yeah,
why.
for like a minute.
That's why you guys said that it's this time. That time. I didn't know what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, Paul,
Cum dick soup.
on the cum dick soup note, why don't you lead us off with a prayer? I don't think we have any tips on peeing in the middle of the night.
I could use some tips if anybody's got any because it's a problem.
Baking
I
soda
have.
before bed.
Baking soda before bed.
Yeah, sodium bicarbonate. Take a bit before
What
bed.
about glycerol?
Glycerol?
Glycerol,
Yeah.
not glycerol.
Yeah, I mean that would work as well. I mean it's
Yeah.
going to be like hydrostatic. What's the word that's soaking up water? Hydrophilic. There's hydrophobic and hydrophilic. Yeah, whatever it is. But I mean, sodium bicarbonate is the same thing. So you're getting the sodium. Like it's going to help reduce how much you're going to pee and retain it a little more as well.
Does anyone else who's tried GHKCU get really bad post-injection pain?
Yes.
Yeah.
I told you this the other day.
Paul was
Fouad.
talking about that. That's
I
why
got
you
I
mix-
got it worse with the glow than the straight GHKCU though.
Yeah, but
But
if you mix it, you don't get it as bad.
I did that last night. I mixed it with my Mott C, and
Yeah.
I did have the same issue.
I told you.
You can just dilute it more too. Like if instead of putting like 1 or 2 mils in there, like you can increase your dilution ratio. So
Yeah, but
you
most
know-
people, what I'm saying is like most people are doing like some BPC or something like that. So you
yeah,
can
but I'm
put-
saying if you're not doing those, you
Yeah.
can just draw it out with your syringe and then take your backwater and just fill the rest of the pin with it.
No.
So like say you're drawing to the 10, it's like, okay, then draw to the 50 with just straight backwater and then it'll be diluted more. But you don't need to dilute it more in the bottle per se. It'll still make it easy to dose with the smaller amounts, but then you can just draw extra in the pin to like super dilute that one concentrated dose, you know?
Okay.
Hey Seth, I got my VIP seat for Saturday night at the Pittsburgh Pro. Can I sit next to you?
You can sit near me.
In my presence.
I'll be with Hannah and SJ and probably Emmy.
Nice.
In the whole off season, you have to either smoke a pack mid leg day every week or liquid only diet for the entire prep.
Oh,
Smoking
I'm
a whole
so-
pack of cigarettes, fucking
On
mid
leg
leg
day,
20 to 25
That's so much
cigarettes
time.
mid leg day. That's so
mid
hard.
leg day, the middle of the day, then go do legs.
The liquid diet would be hard to look good though, but it's doable.
What is the correct order to wash your body in the shower? Does it change depending on what you worked out that day?
I always
I
start
go-
with my back.
No one's gonna like my order here.
You
I'm-
don't-
Start at the top
I'm
and
the
work
most-
down.
I start at the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
Start with
Fouad?
your head?
I get my hair wet first.
I
Yeah.
start at the neck.
What? You wash your neck like that?
I start at the neck and I go all the way down to my toes, and I come back around to my head.
Really? That's weird. Why don't you just do your face before you do everything else?
I don't fucking know.
Sorry,
Paul.
I do my face last.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
So I get in and I'll get in. I'll like go get my hair wet and like
Yes.
if I'm putting shampoo or
I'll
conditioner
get
in my
my
hair,
bald head wet. Yeah, same.
yeah, I'll get that, and then I'll wash my body neck down,
Yes.
and then I do my face at the end.
Yes.
When do you do your back?
I don't wash my back.
You don't wash your back.
Like
Not
and
fully?
in the capacity that I can reach, but like I don't have
Oh,
like
you
a
have a
loop
brush?
on a stick. No,
Oh, you don't?
no.
Yeah,
Do you,
it's fully,
Fouad?
dude.
My wife washes my back.
But before
But
your
like
injury,
even before,
I would usually use a stick like twice a week.
I don't.
That's
Do you
it?
use a stick like that, Seth?
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
that's,
use
that's
stick
it, Paul.
like
I don't need to wash my back every day. It's all right.
I do mine every day. I exfoliate.
Well, you don't, but you don't dry your balls, so your balls stink and your back is clean.
I started to now because of you guys.
Yeah.
And
do
do
now.
you feel better?
Yeah,
Well, to be honest, I don't notice a difference at all.
53 years old. I just started drying my balls.
Yeah, like when I was competing, and if I need to like exfoliate my back because I was getting closer to a show or I was tanning a lot, then yeah, I would just get Melissa to like I'd fucking give her a yell. She'd come in the shower and fucking rub my back down, whatever. But no, I'm just like getting the water on there, and you know,
Really?
I'll reach where I can with the loofah, but I'm not like worried about washing my whole back. No,
It's
Oh.
it's
And then-
honestly fucking eerie how similar me and Ian are. You watch your fucking. I didn't know anybody else did that.
that's the way you go. Face last, head first, but then
Seth?
body down.
Seth,
I,
is that,
I start at the head and work down. I use the same bar of soap to wash my hair, face,
your face and
body.
balls.
You use a bar of soap to wash your hair.
Yeah, so
Oh wait,
fucking stupid, crazy dry skin, dude. The shampoos, I've used everything under the sun, and it fucks with
Nioxin.
me.
okay.
Really?
Here's where you guys are gonna think.
Get Nioxin, Seth.
Okay.
Nioxin shampoo and conditioner. That's what you need.
I'm gonna take a look into it then.
Yeah, get it. You'll get it. 100%. It'll work. I promise you.
Okay, this is where for sure it goes off the rails. Okay. I don't know why this thing's doing this shit. So I use a loofah
Yeah, me too.
and I do the whole body, like I said, then the face.
Yeah.
Then I go back over with a soap bar.
Really?
I
With a
go,
bar?
I take a bar after and I do my face and my balls.
Just your
Really?
face and balls.
Yep.
See, I don't wash my face with any kind of soap very, very rarely.
Do you know why I do that?
No.
The bar of soap feels less greasy than the body wash. So it leaves my face feeling dry.
Yeah,
You like that?
I don't
like
want that.
I like that. My balls are dry, nice and dry. Like it gives my skin like a tight feeling. I like that.
Oh yeah, no, that's residue from the soap on your skin.
I like that. I
Right.
want that nice one.
Yeah, see, I don't usually use any like I'll once in a while, like maybe once a week, I use Nizoral shampoo in my beard and stuff. But I
Why in
don't
your
wash
beard?
my because that's like you get that like dandruffy stuff in your beard, you know?
Oh.
And that's the Nizoral is for that like seborrhea, like that fucking fungus bacteria you get like from sweat and skin and shit. So I use that on there like once a week. But other than that, I actually don't wash soap on my face at all. Zero.
Really? Just
Listen,
water.
that's why my skin's so good. You got to
Yeah.
do the soap.
I'm trying to keep that natural oils, you know.
Yeah,
I want it to,
but that's why that's why my face looks the way it looks because
Yeah.
the bar of soap takes off all the oils and then it has to reproduce fresh.
yeah. No, I don't like that.
You guys use moisturizer?
I
Never,
do.
never,
Never?
ever in my life.
Really?
I've never used moisturizer once in my life.
When I was
Even
younger,
when you
I
were
did.
tanning before shows and stuff?
The only time I ever use moisturizer is to jerk off.
Really? Okay.
Jergens.
CeraVe.
Jergens is for jerking. I never used to moisturize till my adult years, and then I use it a lot now.
I can't
Do
do
you
it. man.
moisturize your whole body?
Not my whole body. I will do my face every day and my scalp now that I don't have a lot of hair. And then my hands, because my hands get really dry in the winter.
Don't you
so I
feel?
do my
Don't you
hands
feel?
every day.
Don't you feel greasy?
No, I like it.
Fuck, man, I feel so greasy.
But you
when
can
I
get a different moisturizer if you feel
Yeah.
greasy, one that is
I've
less
tried.
greasy.
I've tried the non-greasy ones. I still feel greasy.
Yeah.
Really,
You
I
need
have this one
you
on
need a
the-
woman to pick a moisturizer for you then, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
Like, see, I just use Melissa buys like these crazy, fancy, expensive products. I just leech off them, you know? She's getting like $150 face moisturizer, and I'm like 4 pumps, like fucking, you know?
You're supposed to use like a dime on
Yeah,
your
like, literally. I'm fucking mashing that shit on
Ian's
my
jerking
face.
off with it. He's like, oh,
No, I use coconut oil.
Oh yeah.
to jerk off?
Well, like one that's made for that, yeah. That's what I would use.
Oh, it
There's a
says on
coconut
there
oil
like,
made for jerking
Yeah.
off,
jerking off.
Coconut oil for jerking, for
masturbation
masturbation. Yeah.
not for cooking. For
Only,
masturbation.
only.
Yeah, it's a
Not
it's a
for
different-
eating, only for masturbation.
What's the difference between coconut oil for jerking off and coconut oil for cooking?
I don't know. It's less solid.
Rice.
And it's not solid.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't solidify at room temperature. It's not like solid. It's like kind of like a cream almost.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard so many different views on this. When's the best time to take GH? I have a bro science technique.
Take it in the morning to get lean. Take it at night to get huge.
Opposite, but yes.
Really?
Yes.
No, take it in the morning would be to get lean, wouldn't it?
I always felt the other
I
way
thought
around.
that's what the bro science was.
No, I felt the other way around. Like when I was
Really?
with Chad, Chad would take it before bed.
Yeah.
And I always wake up feeling leaner and tighter.
Yeah.
And then when I worked with John would have me take it during the day in the
Yeah.
off season, like in the morning. So I'm like, but it does make sense because obviously you're going to blunt cortisol and you're going to fucking start your day. And it's like, that's,
Yeah,
you know
I
what?
think it doesn't make a huge difference in my opinion. I think the biggest difference is if you're finding it's having a impact on your blood glucose and it's making you like a little bit desensitized insulin wise, then taking it before bed is going to have less of an impact because you're not eating food over the day. So I think that if it's doing that and you're getting a higher doses and your blood glucose is getting fucked up or your sugars, take it all before bed. If you handle it fine in another capacity, you could take it any other way that's convenient to you.
does Ian have any more drug crime stories? Yes, he has plenty.
I have a few.
Okay.
Save that for another day. We got Fouad's today about bush parties or something. So.
Where do you think your penis stacks up against the previous ones your partners have had? Oh, interesting.
Oh,
I think
shit.
my dick's probably the best one that my wife's had.
I'm gonna just say the same. Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Where'd Summer, where'd you go? She literally walked in and then walked out.
See, my wife only used to date black guys, so I don't even want to have this
Oh,
conversation.
yeah, you're not doing that.
Is my dick the best you ever had? She laughed, but then said yes. I don't know which one. I don't know which one is the correct answer. She said that's so inappropriate. Now she's mad at me.
Put me on the spot.
Yeah. No, I believe her.
Good, you should.
Don't do that, Ian. I'm gonna fucking go to
You
sleep
should, man.
wondering now.
You should.
I've been
You're
married
gonna
to
start
her.
a fight.
Yeah, we're,
But whose dick was better?
whose dick? What did it look like?
Was that little Asian guy? You said, I didn't know
Was
that
it
much.
bigger? Was it thicker or longer? How much thicker? Did it
Listen,
hurt?
it can't be thicker. Okay, it can't. I'm not worried about the thickness.
Yeah, that's what matters the most.
Length
You know?
though makes you a little insecure.
Huh?
Length though might have been. He makes a little insecure. I think with the length maybe.
Who makes you feel like? Who makes
No,
you?
no, your length is a little. You're insecure about that.
I could, I could use another inch.
Yeah. Well, who couldn't?
Like 6.5 is 6.5's all right, but I could use 8. Like,
Yeah.
it'd be nice to have 8. I wish I had
Yeah.
8.
Nice round number
Fucking-
too.
Yeah.
Good cock.
Ask her if she'd like you to have another inch or two.
I already know that answer.
She'd say no.
No,
She'd say yes.
she would say no for sure.
Yeah, okay, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like 100%, she would say no, and
Well,
I
good
and
wife
I
would say
and
no.
I really believe no. I believe her. She's not like
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
but maybe like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, please no.
Oh no, these are getting really bad now.
Good.
It's 1990 and Lozon is out in Detroit in the late night scene. How many lines will he snort that night?
In the late 90s.
Yeah.
So this is talking like 30 years ago, or like,
Yeah, 1999, Paul. What are you doing?
oh man, I did a lot of drugs in those days.
So, like an average night, you're hitting the bar with the boys. You're starting the night off. You're in the car. You get the CD case out. You're fucking
Yeah.
starting to chop some lines up before the bar. How
Back
many
in
you ripping
those
over the
days.
night?
Back in those days with the crews I used to hang with, yeah, there's an 8-ball night, no problem.
Yeah.
Between 3 or 4 guys.
That's actually true. You know what? Paul did hang out with some like pretty badass motherfuckers. Like I remember those guys. They were like, yeah.
Not all of them are alive now.
No, they're not.
Unfortunately.
they all didn't make it, but
No, they didn't.
they lived good while they were around.
Yeah,
Live hard.
live fast.
You have to pick one threesome. Summary, pretend you're not here for this, okay?
Brad Pitt from Troy.
Two Brad Pitt from Troy, Brad Pitt from California. Two hot midgets. They're 2 feet tall.
They're women.
Yes, women.
Okay.
two
hot midgets.
2 hot midgets,
I'm already sold. Okay.
2 hot fat ladies. Each are 400 pounds.
Okay.
2 hot hairy ladies, underarms, box, legs, and facial hair.
Facial hair too?
But they're good.
But they're super hot.
They're
other
hot.
than that.
But they're hot. Yes.
I'm taking the midgets.
I'll take the hair.
I'm taking the midgets.
I'm taking the midgets.
I'm taking the fat chicks.
I'm taking the midgets. I've already bagged enough fat chicks. I'm going with the fucking. I'm going with the midgets. I've never bagged any midgets. If they're hot, I'm going for it. I stumbled into that universe in the fucking Pornhub before. I'm gonna try it. You know?
Ian and Seth both said midgets, and Paul said hairy chicks. Just Paul said hairy chicks. Yeah.
I can overlook the beach fuzz.
I think that Paul is gay curious.
Yeah, that's the most gay curious thing you've ever said, Paul. For the guy that's like super anti-gay all the time.
I don't like fat girls. A midget, like you said, 2 feet tall. If you would have said more like 5, 4 foot,
3
5,
feet,
something
3
like that.
feet. Yeah.
No, midget height is
4'5".
like 3 foot something. You know.
Yeah, no, I could. I can't.
Yeah, but they're
that being
smoking hot, Paul. Some fucking nice tits. They're
Smoking
little,
hot,
cute
this
little.
fucking biggie, and I can't see that being that
That's
attractive.
awesome.
That's awesome.
Google some hot midgets right now.
Do it.
That's it. That's it.
Do it.
Speaking of hot midgets, I one thing I've noticed a lot. I can't help it work too much, but people are into some fucking weird sex dolls, man.
Paul.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Like
Bring it
that.
up.
Oh yeah.
Look at that one. Look at the one in the bathing suit there.
What about that? What
Oh
about
come on, Paul.
Yeah, she's cute.
that? What is this?
Paul, you're not taking this. This is
Oh,
great.
you know what? You guys brought me around here. They're actually pretty attractive midgets.
Yeah, and this is like we could find hotter than this. You know. Like,
Yeah,
look
that
at
was a little too chunky for me.
What?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Paul. This is great.
Okay, I like the side boob. Side midget boob.
Yes.
I'm all for it, man.
This is the worst episode of Bro Chat ever.
Yeah, we sunk to a new
They're
low.
making it seem like this is 3 bad things. Those 2
Yeah.
bitches, that's a win-win, man. That's awesome.
We
Top-notch
sunk to a new low
quality
here
shit.
tonight.
Yeah, I'm
Paul,
all
you
for that.
Paul, you took the hairy chicks, dude.
Well, now I'm reconsidering. Now you showed me those hot midgets.
And they're hairless.
But I'm
Yeah,
curious.
they're hairless too.
I'm curious why you took the hairy chicks.
Because I was like in
because
my
they're
head, I was
hot
thinking,
normal. Other than that,
yeah, because you said they were hot. So I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
but they got
okay,
hair-
like,
but
at
they
least
got
they're not
hair-
fat.
Yeah, but they got hairy legs and shit.
How hairy can a woman's legs
like a
get?
hairy fucking butthole, and like
Yeah, you almost puked when he said 3 hairs on a butthole.
Yeah.
they're having full hairy squirrel butthole, Paul.
Like you're talking like never shaved once in their life.
Never
It's hairy.
full natural.
I was picturing just some peach fuzz.
No, man, this isn't like they didn't shave for 4 days. This is like they're fucking
Full-blown
full
leg
natural,
Like Seth, like they got legs like Seth.
like hippie, like full hippie.
Yeah, hippie chicks.
Long armpits in the hair, hairy armpits, fucking, little fucking stomach hair, maybe a little bit around the areola,
Like this.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that's a lot of hair. Yeah, no, that's I wasn't picturing that at all. See, the problem with that would gross me out is that it's going to trap odors.
Like
Yes.
this.
That's a thing with odor.
Like that, Paul.
Yeah. Everywhere.
That's nasty for
Like-
sure.
Like this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's well. Come on, you're going with an Indian girl here. She's going to be hairier than most people.
Like that.
They're crawling out the sides.
We're really sinking the
Oh,
new lows here.
I think the last one was a guy.
That was
Yeah,
a
I
dude
think it
for
was
sure.
too. Those look like female breasts to me.
Yeah, that was a dude.
Oh,
Oh.
oh my God. Okay. I think this podcast has sunk to a new low. Paul, this is Ian. By the way, this is Ian's fault. Okay. I just want to
You
say
asked the question.
this is all this the okay. Sorry, Ian's mom's watching, so I apologize. It's not
That's
Ian's
okay.
fault. Okay, Paul.
I mean,
Well,
she
try
had
to-
to listen to me tell my cocaine fucking story last week, so
That's true.
yeah.
I'll try to cleanse it a
My
little.
mom's in Asia right now for 5 weeks.
Oh, really?
Where?
Over there.
She flew first to Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, and then she's there for a week or so, and then I think they go to Thailand, and then they go to Burma,
That
and then I
sounds
think they go
awesome.
to Singapore and Hong Kong, and then back to another place in Thailand, and then back.
I think Summer.
Vacation?
Wants to do that. Something like that.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
so she's gone 5 weeks to like fucking end of February or something. Yeah,
Oh, that's great. That's what you should do at that age, travel, see the world.
I mean that's what
Retired.
both my parents and their like significant others do almost fucking half the year.
That's nice.
Why is my idea of traveling so much smaller?
We're younger and
Like,
busier, you know?
no. Like, I want to see that part of the world. Don't get me wrong, but like, I honestly would be happy in a fucking Class C RV just driving around the fucking U.S.
Well, I think that's a good thing that you would be happy with that, because I think the fact that that's still good enough for you is a good thing. You know, if you're like, that's fucking boring, I want more, 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 I think that's a bad mindset to get in. But I think it's just like that can be good, but this can be good too. You know?
Yeah. That's how I am for sure.
Yeah.
Like me and Summer, we drove back from California. I'm like, that was almost as good as my vacation in Dubai.
Yeah.
Like we had that much fun.
Yeah. Well, Dubai's kind of gay, but yeah, I agree.
Dude, what do you mean? Dubai was a lot of fun. It was great.
I don't like Dubai.
Well, I mean, look, it's really touristy for sure.
Yeah.
But like we just did something different every day. Like one day we drove dune buggies in the desert.
Yeah, I mean, there's good parts of Dubai, but I think there's a lot better places to go for sure.
There is more cultural places to go. But
Yeah,
if you want
that's
to
what I
just but if you want to just do
Fun shit.
fun activities, there's
Yeah.
fucking everything there.
Yeah. But you can do that stuff in a million places. It's not unique to the circumstance. Like you could go to fucking Florida and do that, you know?
Yeah, but you can't do all of them in one place.
You could.
Where can you go that has like Vegas maybe?
Yeah, Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
I agree, but I'm saying the nice thing about other places, you can do things that are like unique to the place and
Like
the culture.
where can you ride a camel, drive a dune buggy, jet ski, smoke a fucking hookah?
Yeah, that's true.
Like it's just so much shit. All like
Yeah.
go to the
But
biggest-
you're incorporating a few cultural things in there, you know?
Yeah, I am for sure. And on the last day, one of the most fun things we did, we went to Old Dubai on the last day. So if you go to Old Dubai, it's basically like the original Dubai. It's all fucking old school and old school, just like really tiny restaurants and shit. That was actually one of the most fun days. So it wasn't
Yeah.
all like opulent and shit. It was more
Yeah,
like,
I mean, like, look, when I went to Dubai, I had a great time, but I was living it in like it was like I was there, like staying at the fanciest resort at the fucking Atlantis, like, you know, and like eating at the fanciest restaurants. And like, you know, it's like it was cool because it was cool, expensive things, which you can buy fun shit, but like it was not like a unique experience in any way.
no, if you want to do something cultural, that's not the place I would go.
Versus like when me and Melissa like went to Thailand or something, it's like completely different, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No, that's why me and Summer are going to Italy this year. But
Yeah.
but no, I wouldn't say it's shit. I would just say it's a specific kind of
Oh, it's not shit. It's different. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Paul.
Hmm?
Say something nice.
All right, I'll try to cleanse things up a little bit.
Yeah, clean it up.
Cleanse our sins here.
I feel dirty after talking to Ian for 2 hours.
Yeah.
You ask these questions, man. These are your fans of your podcast. Blame them. You don't want my answers, don't ask.
We want your answers, Ian.
Yeah, we want your answers. Yeah. All
Okay,
right,
Paul.
let us pray. Dear leader, well, first I apologize. I got a little tired tonight, so I started to fade there a little bit near the end. I've been up since 6 a.m.
You should apologize.
And I'm getting over a little bit of a cold right now. That I think that's wearing me out a little bit.
Yeah, I think you gave it to me, by the way.
Did I? Yeah. Sorry for that. I'm going to see my doctor in a couple of days. Anyway, well,
For a cold? You're going to see your doctor for a cold?
yeah, I think I'm not getting over it, Ian. I think I need some antibiotics.
I knew that was
I'm
coming.
not shaking.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Weak, man. That's
Well,
weak shit.
Here's why. I did this about 5 or 6 years ago. I ignored the same kind of symptoms I'm having right now, let it persist, and then I ended up with pneumonia.
Yeah.
So, and I know once you get pneumonia, once you can get it, you're more
Gotta let
susceptible to get it again.
Gotta let that immune system strengthen, Paul.
Yeah, well, that's why I was drinking the tea. But yeah, I don't know. I just think I just need something to help get over.
Okay, sorry. Continue with
the
your prayer.
ringer.
Don't listen, Ian. Go to the doctor.
Yeah. So, well, Ian's young. He doesn't need to go see a doctor like I do. I'm getting old, Ian. I gotta be proactive.
Yeah, Ian. Paul's at the age where he could die from a cold.
Yeah.
I don't know if I go
not,
that far, but yeah, it could definitely disable me for a while. Well, you know, we discussed a lot of things tonight. You know, some things we've done in our past that maybe some people would find, you know, immoral. You know, maybe not right, maybe wrong, maybe full of sin. But you know, we so that's why, you know, we come here tonight to ask your forgiveness and to celebrate in your glory. And we continue on with goodness and love in our hearts, and we Man, these are getting fucking harder and harder.
You're
every week.
almost there, man.
You're so close.
Just wrap it up. You're so
Harder.
Come on,
close.
just wrap it up. Just do it.
Every
Just
week.
wrap
How
it up
many
from
years?
there. Just wrap it up from there. You're doing so good.
It's great.
So we cleanse our souls in your pond of life, full of whatever's in there. We yeah, then we move on. Look forward to another day tomorrow where we will probably commit more sins, and we will come back and ask for more forgiveness. And yeah, and then I got to start working on these prayers a little bit more. I got to start looking up some information. I did have a couple things in case I got stuck. Some thought-provoking quotes.
You know, you need to write the wrap up. You're so good in the middle, and then you just fall right off.
Yeah.
You just got to write you got to write the finish.
But I love the honesty of committing more sins and asking for forgiveness.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
As long as you ask for forgiveness, you
It's all good. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just had a list of some thought-provoking quotes that I thought maybe we could expand on if I got stuck.
Okay, give us a couple.
Let's hear.
I'll just give you a couple.
Yeah.
The man who removes a mountain begins by carrying away small stones.
True.
Yeah, that's true. It's a good
That's
one.
William Faulkner.
Yeah, it's very insightful.
Better to have and not need than to need and not have.
Sure.
Yes, also very true.
Franz Kafka,
Yeah. Say that all the time.
another great philosopher.
That's it.
That's it, pretty much. Yeah. So
You got one more in there.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's probably not any better than the last two. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
Wrap it up.
Amen.
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 Good night, boys.
See you, boys.